in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is less.
Attorney now says was a front for his criminal enterprise. NBC4's Camilla Rambaldi live in downtown LA with the very latest developments on this. Camilla?
Now, hi, Colleen. 19 defendants in total in connection to this criminal enterprise. At least two.
You know when Flakko ain't got nothing to say when he play hella long news clips.
Two of them appeared in federal court earlier today. And now, as you mentioned, Eugene Henley and another fugitive are now in custody tonight in connection to this case. A known community activist and founder of a youth nonprofit in South LA, now facing federal charges.
A career criminal known as Big U.
Eugene Henley
Got
is
my
accused
nigga
of
Big
being
U
a
out the
longtime
paint.
leader of the Rolling
Man.
60s Crips.
Crazy work.
Federal prosecutors say Henley ran a criminal enterprise and is accused of a number
I'm gonna get into this next, but Munchie B better pay attention and get out them people way.
of crimes, including racketeering, human trafficking, fraud, and the 2021 murder of a musician.
He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar.
Federal authorities say there are other alleged gang members facing charges they say are connected to the criminal enterprise. A number of arrests were made this week. These sketches showed two defendants, Sylvester Robinson and Mark Martin, in federal court Wednesday afternoon.
4 of the 19 defendants were already in custody, and 10 defendants were taken into custody in the last 24 hours.
Court
Before this recent arrest, I think Big U did like a 13 to 20-year stint. So Big U is no stranger to jail. So when he goes back to jail, I think Big U went back to jail and got right back.
I'm about to say, why your glasses squeezing oil out your nose like that, nigga? That shit was, dripping. Shit was dripping sauce out your nose. And your glasses was like, what's wrong with this nigga, man?
Element got right back to programming. Got right.
Bro got the quarter zip with the collar up like Kanye in 04. That's sick.
Right back to what he knows. See, when you're in there, it's easy to forget you're still fighting a case. Big U is so institutionalized at this point. He's only been in jail for a year, but he's so institutionalized at this point that Big U was apparently caught offering inmates payments to harm.
See, the thing about Flakko that people don't get, he'll never actually show you proof. There's no police report, which is public because he's in a federal jail. You will be able to see a report of this because they would have to make some sort of documentation for him being in a hole if they caught him ordering a hit within the jail system. Flakko don't show no police report. He don't show no jail statement. He don't got no witness statement. He has nothing but a random picture and then just start talking in a matter-of-fact way. No actual proof, y'all.
Potential witnesses in his case. Now, Big U was given a list, I believe, of people who, they plan to call to the stand. Now, it's unclear who those people are, right? Now, I heard like 90% of people, like 90% of Big U's like co-defendants or snitching. Like, I heard like 90%. Like, I heard it's like a crazy number. Like, he's cooked. But to be the age that Big U is at, Big U is what, like almost 60 years old, to be his age. And to understand you're in jail with a life sentence hanging over your head. They are accusing you of being a mob boss. They're accusing you of being a ringleader of a gang. They're accusing you of extorting people. They're accusing you of putting hits on people.
Hold on real quick, man. Flakko, I like that you said that, man, because they are definitely accusing people of putting hits on people, man. But, for those of y'all who just came in, I'm going to be referencing this a good amount for the rest of this live, man, because I think that's a very important 5-minute clip. But let's see who's actually talking about what.
Somewhere 16. You can find it on Google where them niggas that beat the shit out of Future and the security. Future ran out the LA club. Google Future gets rushed in LA club. They was on him. That's why they was on him.
Talking about Trick from Detroit.
Nah, Trick from Detroit. So, that's bro, right? So all I know,
all types of names in there, champ.
We all
nigga
always knew who owed somebody some money. So when we leave and we go into Atlanta, that story I tell Rich about when Big U saying, WACK, catch this flight with me, I want to show you something. And he took me out there and took me to the Four Seasons. He said, I'm going to turn this out to the 60s. They got a blood neighborhood around the corner. You could turn that out. And I said, nigga, you tripping. I went back to the airport and left. It was that trip. That was the trip. We on that red eye.
He took me to go do a federal crime, champ. Like this man took me across state lines, so we can move our empire of gang banging and racketeering to the A, champ. I was
Not
there
to
with
mention drug, not to mention drug dealing and gun trafficking.
and women allegedly.
This
Like, bro,
nigga's
what's going on?
And one I used to always catch lunch junked off on. So the nigga, when we come through, Big U he say, little bro, is that the nigga? I look, I said, that's up a shoulder, bitch. I said, hey, Future, come here, let me holler at you. You know when you first come through, when you grabbing your shit off the conveyor belt on the other side of security, nigga, that nigga started trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bit. I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta side, right? It ain't number one flight leaving that night going to Atlanta, right? All the other red eyes on American side. So the nigga breaks right and runs into the thing that connect to the plane, but it wasn't no plane. The nigga throws the phone. When I pick the phone up, it's another reason why Future ain't gonna say nothing, because I make the homie come on Clubhouse tell the truth. He know, right? I pick the phone up. He say, bro, I say, what's up? He say, what's the problem? I say, oh, the homie. He said, who? I tell him. He said, what he owe him? I said, this light ain't nothing but a dime, but he owe him. He played him. Nigga been ducking him. He say, Wack, my word, I sent it in the morning. Give me his wire. My word is on me. I got business with that nigga. Let him be. He said, let him be. I said, all right, you got that. I dropped the phone on the ground and walked back out. He sent Trigger's money the next day.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Have you seen Future since then?
The next day, that nigga literally gave up the who. The who is Future. What? We robbed him. When? About a couple years ago. Where? At the airport. Why? He owed Trick some money. How? We chased that nigga through the airport. This nigga gave it all up. Like, man.
And that shit don't matter. Like, that's just my question. So it don't matter. Like, it just don't matter. I mean, listen.
Like, hey, bro, only we care. Only we care.
That's it, bro. Like, I'd be like, yo, what the hell is going on, son? Like, niggas don't care.
I seen him twice in one of the red carpet events. Future ain't that type of dude.
Right.
It was just he old. Like back then, we really had a system, nigga. Like this when we called when Plies old Slay, and we caught that nigga out here. Nigga, we snatched that nigga off the stage mid performance.
Damn.
Like nigga, it was. We had a nice run to where wasn't no board.
Hold on. How did you physically assault Plies? What happened?
And we caught that nigga out here. Nigga, we snatched that nigga off the stage mid-performance.
Oh, damn. All right.
Like, nigga, it was, we had a nice run to where wasn't no board.
Look, even God too much.
Yeah.
Telling at a rapid rate, champ.
God was like, bro, hold on. Before you pull somebody else in here, let me cut this nigga off.
He's doing too much.
Because for whatever reason, I just see that this situation is being negated and nobody wants to talk about their Lord and Savior. Wack is piced.
Accusing you of sending your minions rob, extort, right, and shoot people. That's what they are accused.
See how, and again, they're just pushing narrative like it's Big U. Like we didn't just all hear the clip of Wack admitting to him doing that without being provoked or being contracted by Big U.
Right.
You of doing, and then they're also accusing you personally of murdering somebody. So you're being accused of having minions who did deeds on your behalf. Then you get to prison and you begin to do the very same thing they are accusing you of doing that you claim you didn't do. Because when you go to trial, you're saying, hey, I'm not this guy they're painting me out to be. I'm not a ringleader. I'm a father. Then you go to jail and you allow them folks to gather evidence of you paying inmates to go ahead and intimidate witnesses? What? Bro, you cook. Hey, listen, man. If you are a Big U fan, which a lot of you guys are, man.
Nigga said a Big U fan. This nigga don't make music, dumbass, cab driving ass nigga. This nigga like he drive a black cab. Nigga, if you don't get your incense smelling ass out of here, bro. Ain't nobody no fan of Biggie. Like, bro, like, what is this nigga a football star or something? This nigga never
my nigga,
shot a basketball.
Hey, that nigga Big U just, man, that nigga went crazy, bro. Went for 50 last night, didn't he? Like, what are you talking?
Like, word. I want to see the highlight reel, champ.
Goodbye.
Look, Wack gonna be the one narrating it.
It's over with, man. It's done. Now, who are the witnesses? Big
That shit would be so fucking. Oh my god,
That'd be sick, bro.
U is trying to get touched. Now, it's unclear who, because I heard 90% of his co-defendants is snitching, right? And if you ask Christopher Lovejoy, 100% of them is snitching, but I'm not ready to go that far. Well,
We're not gonna bring up my special ed cousin, man. We're not gonna bring up look, I apologize in advance. Christopher Lovejoy, mean well. I guess my auntie might have dropped him on his head when he was a baby. I don't know what happened to him, but he a little bit different. He don't even show up for Christmas. You feel me? He not. I apologize for my cousin, y'all.
Loose Cannon had his lawyer or his attorney contact a few people this week. One of those people being WACK100. Now, when the lawyer contacted WACK100, apparently the lawyer is trying to gather information from WACK100 to verify certain things that him and Loose Cannon talked about in his relationship with Big U. The lawyer tells Wack he's going to record a conversation just for his record. And then he begins to act Wack things like, yo, you know, did Big U sell guns? Like,
Why would Big U's lawyer ask Wack and Big U sell guns?
Right, bro. Right, like, bro. I don't even believe that was real. Like, bro. Like, what are we talking
about? When Wack played that shit with Loose Cannon's lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's throw away everything we know about these people. I'm just gonna ask you a few questions as you just being an adult who made it past the 7th grade.
Right.
Why would Loose Cannon's lawyer call Big Wack, period? Everything Wack has said about Loose Cannon, why would he call this nigga, period?
I don't know.
When Wack is named as a victim and now an informant in the case, why would he call this nigga?
Don't know.
You know about any the basic public defender when you fighting a speeding ticket has to respect client privilege confidentiality.
Right.
How is Loose Cannon's lawyer talking to Wack about the case?
Right.
And then
that's ongoing, like that. It don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense.
So you mean to tell me a lawyer who was barred by the federal government, because it's a federal case, by the United States of America, is willing to risk not only his current client, but his whole law license and everything to talk to Wack?
I don't. Is it against the law to make content like that though? Like you messing with the case a little bit, right? Like you making false, fake lawyer calls, and this is supposed to be Loose Cannon lawyer, and like this.
So it would have to start off with a civil suit, like what Byron Blake did. And then from there, it could be brought into the case as, okay, well, it's already proven to be guilty in a civil suit. So that shows that it could blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
But you know how, you got to hit one domino to make them all fall.
Back to his own homies. He talked about the Loose Cannon and WACK100.
But I say all that to say this. I know factually, with having family members on that indictment, ain't nobody caught this nigga.
You or no jumper. He began to ask Wack things that if Wack was not savvy enough, this would be really bad. But like Wack recorded the conversation as well. And Wack did a pretty great job at answering these questions and making sure, right, that he doesn't give up Big U.
I got you on a landline.
These niggas need bids, bro.
This tends to work better for me. As I said, I'm going to record this call just so that I have accurate notes of what you say, and then I know how to stop it.
No problem.
All right. So what the government is claiming, this is from an FBI affidavit that was filed in court.
If Flakko lies so much, this is him talking to Loose Cannon's fake lawyer. That's not even him talking to Big U's fake lawyer. So Flakko just got y'all thinking that this Big U lawyer, when it's a fake conversation between Wack and fake Loose Cannon lawyer.
They say that the statements that Loose made about Henley and Grid and all that stuff and getting 40,000 and giving 20 of it back was of a robbery. Henley robbed this guy Monster, who was running a drug dispensary, and then gave him part of it back. They claim that that's what this conversation was all about.
What lawyer talk like this, bro?
Yeah, monster, like nigga. That is not his name, sir. On my soul, nigga. You don't got no like. You're not even talking like a lawyer right now.
Where WACK mess up at is like with the fake FBI call. If you go back and you compare this call to that call, it's too much over explaining. You doing too much to paint a picture to a public who's watching it, blah, blah, blah. Instead of just having a conversation, because if it was a real lawyer or a real fed, niggas that just know what time it is, you too busy trying to paint the scenery, niggas. Stop playing the preview and get to the movie.
Well, the thing about it is this. This was a conversation that Loose Cannon was having because he said a bunch of things. I think it was something in the ballpark of dudes collecting guns or passing out guns and writing down serial numbers. That's the grid program side of it.
Right. What did you understand Luce to be talking about?
Passing out guns.
Well, that part he was saying.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Dudes collecting guns or passing out guns and writing down serial numbers. That's the grid program side.
So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, this was Loose Cannon's lawyer. You recorded a conversation where you said that you knew about Big U passing out guns and scratching out serial numbers and put it on the internet.
That's crazy word. Like y'all niggas just putting more and more stuff out. Like I guess this is the goal, bro. Like this is what we gotta understand. The goal is to put out as much information on whoever got dirt on them and get them locked.
Let me show you. Let me see something real quick. Trap GPT, you with me?
Right here. What's up?
Can you explain what open source reporting is by the way of somebody giving police information on YouTube to be used in a later case?
Sure. Open source reporting just means using publicly available info, stuff anyone could technically access, like public social media posts, public videos, public records. If someone uploads a video naming someone or describing a crime, that video is public. Investigators might watch it the same way a journalist could. That said, just because something's public doesn't mean it's reliable or even admissible. There's still very context, chain of custody, and legal standards. It's messy. And online claims can be wrong. Exactly.
So with that all being said, all these niggas do is go online and get their testimonies. Instead of so you never see paperwork on them, y'all. They just make a YouTube video.
Right. What did you understand Luce to be talking about?
Well, that part he was saying that he saw Big U passing out guns to his homeboys, and but he was writing out serial numbers off the guns. That's what he's saying he saw, which that's some crazy shit. But I do know the grid program because we're the one broke the story of Big U being part of the grid program, which says you turn in guns, detailed hot spots in the neighborhood, gang-related situations, so on and so forth. So
this is the third time Loose Cannon lawyer has reached out. The first time he reached out, Loose Cannon lawyer reached out asking if people had a footage of this particular murder that took place that was pretty public. Loose Cannon claimed that Big U committed that murder and he's willing to.
Loose Cannon's lawyer actually reached out after that and said that he had no way had been in contact with WACK100. And if they continued to say that, he was actually going to put out a cease and desist and then go for a civil suit. So that happened.
Testify against Big U according to the people who spoke to his lawyer, all right? I'm not sure if that's true or not. The second time he reached out, Loose Cannon claimed he was a victim of Big U and Big U was making him do these things according to the lawyer, and he was asking for certain people to cooperate that. Now, the third time is, listen, man, I don't know what's going on or what Loose Cannon has under his sleeve. What I will tell you this, man, Loose Cannon is a very, very, very smart guy. He's a very savvy dude. Loose Cannon ain't doing life in prison for.
See, now you know Flakko lying. He just called Loose Cannon smart. Come on, bro. He'll just say anything.
Big U, bro. Loose Cannon ain't doing 5 years in prison for Big U. Loose Cannon is gonna find a way to get out this situation. I can promise you that, bro. And it looks like Loose Cannon lawyer is going on like a fishing expedition, trying to get anything on Big U that he could then leverage and say, hey, my client can testify in pertaining to this, all right? Like my client can take the stand and testify that Big U did this, and this, all right? So it looks like they're fishing to get Loose Cannon a deal. But I don't know why they're on the phone with WACK. I don't know why they're on the phone with other people, because WACK ain't the only person they call, from my knowledge. Like they call other people. I just came for the likes of me, like understand this. But the lawyer gets excited, and then WACK100 completely flips the script, right, and says something that like really demoralizes the
This
lawyer.
nigga's from North
Right?
Dakota,
Like
bro.
this is where
I
the lawyer
promise y'all,
realizes
like,
he's not
this
going to
shit
get the
is
answers he's
amazing,
open for.
bro.
Everything else Goose was talking about, you gotta remember.
Jesus Christ.
What was you saying, fool?
I said this nigga's from North Dakota, bro. Like
That nigga from Philly.
what Philly, whatever. Whatever shit he from, bro. He not from nowhere where niggas would be doing active street shit, bro. And he's like, he really doing all this shit right here, like Obama. But this how Obama used to make niggas believe him and shit like this. He used to do this. This nigga doing the same shit, bro. They're trying to make people feel like he know what he talking about, bro. He don't even understand nothing that he talking about, bro. Like, he really don't understand. He don't know. He don't understand. Half the shit is not accurate. Nobody called WACK100. We done seen WACK100 do a fake the Jim Jones call. Remember we had the fucking app and like, come on,
When
son.
him and Flakko put out the fake T Grizzly paperwork that didn't have a court date, didn't have a fucking case docket, didn't have a date on it, didn't have a court seal, didn't have a court date, didn't have a judge signature, nothing. It just said confession. Nigga, that's not what that looks like.
Oh man, bro.
Loose Cannon is known. We bring him on shows because we know he's gonna lie. We don't bring him on shows because he's telling the truth. We bring him on shows to hear the lies he's gonna tell. That's like a comedian. You know what I'm saying?
So that's fine. But I just want to know what you understood him to be talking about. Because
I heard what everybody else heard. He was telling the story of an incident that happened, and he said, "I'm like that they left with one amount of money, and they was asked to give up some of the amount of money, and dude gave it back to somebody. I mean, but like I said, bro, like Loose Cannon is known. Like you hire a comedian to come make you laugh, we bring him on platforms expecting 1 million lives. So we don't, we listen to him and we'll help him keep the lie going because it's just content. It's YouTube.
It's sick that you will help keep the lie going, but one of the lies that he told is about that robbery at that weed shop, and Big U got hit with that charge. So I guess it's a little bit of truth behind every LOL, I guess.
Bro,
whether it was what I understand him to be talking about, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, with Henley was scamming the city by going out and picking up guns from gang members that he could turn in for money, and then he was giving half the money back to the gang members who gave him the gun. So
I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying.
That shit don't even make sense.
That's a whole nother thing because I thought he mentioned somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know.
But
I wouldn't know if Big U. I wouldn't know if Big U got paid for guns. We know he was in the party of things. So, I don't know because I thought he said he watched them write down the serial numbers and pass them out. So if he's passing out the guns, then that means he doesn't have them to turn in to the city. So that doesn't make but again, this is Loose Cannon. Like, dude just says shit. Like, think about it. If he's writing down serial numbers and passing them out, that paints the picture that he's keeping the serial numbers to turn into law enforcement. So when
the same day that this recording came out, I did a live, and in my live, it was the paperwork for this same shit they had dropped for the Big U case.
Right. Well, which paperwork?
So it was something about it was this situation, but he trying to clean it up with Loose Cannon and the 40. You know why he gave the 40 back, right? Because he was gonna get the 20.
Oh yeah, because that's what they talked about on the No Jumper episode that WACK had pushed Loose Cannon out. Now you're trying to act like he didn't say it.
Right, but it just came out that they was really gonna use it in the case.
Yeah, that's in the superseding indictment.
So then he just dropped this to cover that up because he want to spin niggas like, oh nah, it was the lawyer called me and I'm trying to save Loose Cannon. Nah, nigga, what y'all said on No Jumpers is about to be used in that case, champ. Fuck this. This is just a distraction.
But you notice too, you know, we stopped talking about 3 things that WACK has gotten us to stop talking about. Number 1, him passing that little girl link around to Adam 22.
Yes.
Okay, we forgot about that.
Yeah, nah, I mean,
we're not forgot about it, but it's niggas push it to the back of your mind. You feel me?
Yeah, nah, facts. I mean, yeah, I mean, we said shit about it, but you know.
But then other things go on and they talk louder about that.
Right. That's a
so
fact.
Niggas forget that he was carjacking with the transmission. You feel me? He was you know, jacking up cars, you know, transmission. So
I done blocked so many niggas for that day for sending me that link. Nigga, I was blocking niggas left and right, bro.
Man,
life.
And then on the back end, the last one, niggas is now forgetting what we bringing it back up, but Byron Blake page get taken down because Byron Blake was the one dropping all that paperwork about him being indicted in the Big UK or Big U being indicted for assault against him in this case.
Right.
So every time something come up, niggas, you know, kind of get it out the way. Now all of a sudden we talk about stuff we don't care about. Well, who gives a fuck about Shooter? Nobody.
Nobody at all.
But now it's 2 weeks of that. You feel me? And then now with the Draco the Ruler situation, they'll drag Munchie, and I hope Munchie be paying attention because they'll drag you through the dirt on No Jumper. Grab you by your little ducktail, put you face first in the mud, and drag you right through that. But won't talk about what WACK actually said. We'll put Munchie B in jail for having pow-pows on him and all that.
Right. That's
but
a fact.
Won't talk about what WACK said in a 5-minute clip.
Do you think Munchie B feel like, I mean, I know you don't know how he feel, but I'm just asking for your opinion. Do you think that Munchie B feels like he can beat their program? Like he know he up against jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, essentially, bro. Like,
he's smarter than the average bear. I think that he thinks he's smarter than the system. And I think that the way that he has already been dirty politicking in the streets, he think he could dirty politic in the podcast space and in the meta space. But them dirty politics don't work the same. Because in the streets, dirty politics only work because nobody's willing to tell on you.
Right.
That's the only reason dirty politics work. You feel me? Because nobody's gonna say, hey, the hood really crossed me out. But if there's a nigga who will go to the police and say, oh, the homies just jumped me, so I'm giving up everything, it don't work no more.
Right.
So fighting with Flakko and your dirty politics and how you doing it is just gonna get you locked up because you already got Adam saying stuff like how, again, Munchie B, pay attention. Adam said Munchie B gave Flakko address away and was in a wiretap giving out Flakko address. Adam said this. But we can't talk about what WACK actually said himself in the clip. But Adam can give up police information about Munchie B that could lead to you spending the rest of your life in a jail cell. After
Adam, because I heard Flakko say that. Adam confirmed that?
Adam confirmed it. I said,
Mama Mia.
Shit. Look, bro, you know this is my sector. I'll send you the clip.
Yeah.
You know this is my sector. I'll send you the clip. And I say it like this. You know I'm only gonna talk about it if I got a clip to back it up.
Right. Some evidence, some proof, man. You got to.
So Adam was doing one of his little shows. You know the show he doing his back house at the crib. You feel me, with little flowers in the background. He was like, "Yeah, Jason, what's the deal, fool?" He was like, "Yeah, I heard from a podcaster that Flacco's address was leaked, and it was leaked through a wiretap. So the police reached out to Flakko to let him know. Well, 2 days prior to that, Flakko on the internet that Munchie B leaked his address. So all you got to do is make 1 and 1 equal 2. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. So to answer your question, I think that Munchie B thinks that he can outsmart the system that is designed to beat him.
Right.
It's not built for you to win, bro. The only way that Munchie B can win is to get away from the people.
Law enforcement knows who had the guns. That's what we heard. Now you're saying he collected the guns to go turn them in. So I mean, you know, the whole story to us was a hoax. We didn't put no time or thought into it.
What my understanding is, what Lewis was referring to was that Henley got paid by the city for the guns. That was part of his compensation.
What did Lou tell you? Is that what he's telling you?
That's what
And then if Big U was doing a gun buyback where the city was paying him for the guns, that would be public record. A lawyer wouldn't have to ask WACK that. You can go to the Hall of Records and find that.
He said he was referring to that and the fact that Henley would turn around and give half the money back to the guys, the gang members who gave him the guns in the first place.
Loose cannon lawyer is not a prosecutor. Loose cannon lawyer is not the government. He should have no interest in crimes that Big U committed. He's calling for these crimes because apparently somebody planned on turning on Big U, right? Which is why Big U is trying to get these witnesses gone.
You said what?
This nigga nose is angering me, bro. Like, bro, I can't, bro. The glasses keep sliding down, bro. Like because it's too greasy, my nigga.
My nigga using that old school Vaseline. Come on, bro. He keeping it
close. The medicated shit, that shit stink, bro.
I mean, the nigga is like 40. He keeping it close to his age.
He's 40? I thought he was like 27 or 26. I'm just saying, I thought this is bad genetics.
You didn't see the whole episode they had on this nigga with back on Fig and punning them niggas making fun. Remember, we old enough to remember when McDonald's came in the yellow wrapper in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And then they discontinued that shit.
Right.
This nigga's like 10 picture with the yellow wrapper. You're like 10.
Oh, that nigga my age. Oh, champ.
Bro, Flakko graduated class of 06.
Right, but he got charged for that as well.
What? Yo, where the hell was I at?
Penwood High School, class of 2006, Darby, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, bro, you 38, bro, because I'm about to be 40. Nigga, I was born in 86.
Man.
All right.
I'm going to send you the links.
Now, the indictment listed a couple of interesting things, right? So first off, the first thing the indictment listed, that I was kind of shocked that this was included. Well, it was the robbery of Future, right? It was the robbery of Future, right? So the new indictment includes allegations that in 2014, Henley and his associates assaulted and later traced a Grammy Award-winning artist through Los Angeles International Airport to collect a debt.
WACK100 just told us all about that. WACK is the associates.
And for failing to show respect. According to a U.S. Attorney's Office in L.A., although the artist is only identified by his initials, NDC, the Times was able to identify him through social media and news reports as...
Boom. You hear what he said? Able to identify him through what?
NDC.
Social
the
media.
Times was able to identify him through social media and news reports.
And because I gotta bear with me, Stino, because I'm doing this for the re-upload later.
Now you good, go ahead, champ.
I gotta show y'all one more time. Because he just forget what I'm saying. Flakko just said it. Social media has verified
somewhere 16. You can find it on Google where them niggas that beat the shit out of Future and his security. Future ran out to LA club. Google Future gets rushed in LA club. They was on him. That's why they was on him.
Talking about Trick from Detroit.
Nah, Trick from Detroit. So, that's bro, right? So all I know is, we always knew who owed somebody some money. So when we leave and we going to Atlanta, that story I tell Rich about when Big U saying, WACK, catch this flight with me, I want to show you something. And he took me out there and took me to the Four Seasons. He said, I'm going to turn this out to the 60s. They got a blood neighborhood around the corner. You could turn that out. And I said, nigga, you tripping. I went back to the airport and left. It was that trip. That was the trip. We on that red-eye Delta flight. Same one I used to always catch lunch jumped off on.
Right.
So the nigga, when we come through, Big U he say, little bro, is that the nigga? I look. I said, that's upper shoulder, bitch. I said, hey, Future, come here. Let me holler at you. You know when you first come through, when you grabbing your shit off the conveyor belt on the other side of security? Nigga, that nigga started trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bitch. I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta side, right? It ain't number one flight leaving that night going to Atlanta, right? All the other red eyes on American side. So the nigga breaks right and runs into the thing that connect to the plane, but it wasn't no plane. The nigga throws the phone. When I pick the phone up, it's another reason why Future ain't gonna say nothing, because I make the homie come on Clubhouse and tell the truth. He know. Right? I pick the phone up. He say, bro, I say, what's up? He say, what's the problem? I say, oh, the homie. He said, who? I tell him. He said, what he owe him? I said, this light ain't nothing but a dime, but he owe him. He played him. Nigga been ducking him. He say, Wack, my word, I sent it in the morning. Get me his wire. My word is on me. I got business with that nigga. Let him be.
So that's real quick. And Flakko said that, just so I can make sure I heard what I heard, social media is how we found out all this, according to the police report in Flakko, right? All right, so I wanted to ask Google something. Well, is YouTube considered social media? Yes, YouTube is widely considered social media. Because you know they say we make you work in the same industry I am. They say I made it up. You feel me? That's if you don't break it
social media.
If you don't break it down to a preschool level, they say that you made it up. So Flakko said it's social media.
I had to look up what Future first name was, because I didn't know.
Natavius or some shit like that.
Nadavius Demon Cash.
Yeah.
That's NDC. So they definitely talking about Future for real.
And social media confirmed it by way of WACK100 and YouTube. Shout out to Clubhouse.
Because he's the only person that spoke about it. Bro, ain't nobody else spoke about it. Nobody know about it.
It literally doesn't exist anywhere else.
That shit is crazy.
As Nvidia's Demon Cash, a rapper known formerly as Future. But here's the thing, though. Demon Cash, a rapper, find him through social media and news reports as Nvidia's Demon Cash, a rapper known formerly as Future. But here's the thing, though. Now, they're listing this as evidence towards, I guess, Big U's character, but they're not charging Big U with anything, because if you listen to the audio, Wack never said that Big U did anything. Wack says that he was the one who chased Future, right? So they're just saying, oh, look, Big U got associates who did this. So they're saying, yo, this is like a reference of his character, right? He did this in the past, so hence this falls in line with what we're accusing him of doing. Loose cannon lawyer is not a prosecutor.
Wait, time the fuck out.
But he's
so we gonna just gloss over that?
Guys. Nah, we not. Nigga,
like,
we can't.
What's going on,
just
man?
He dressed,
what's going on?
All right, go ahead, G. Go ahead.
I guess Big U's character.
But am I tripping by thinking how is Wack not arrested as well?
He just said it. He just said Big U was not charged for it. This is just simply just saying that they're saying that WACK100 was being some sort of enforcer for the criminal enterprise that Big U is charged for. So why is WACK100 not arrested as being the enforcer? Then he gives another situation on Plies. It's just like,
you know who is arrested for being an enforcer though, and named on paper as an enforcer? That nigga Turtle, Loose Cannon. My nigga Turtle for sure. Oh yeah, you didn't know we call that nigga Turtle? He's slow. That's the homie Turtle.
I thought you was talking about Spody Face for a minute. I was like, oh, a turtle.
No. Loose Cannon is Turtle, man. It's Tales from the Turtle Tank. They got my man Turtle in the Turtle Tank right now. We praying for his liberation.
Not charging.
They got my nigga Turtle in the aquarium doing a hard time right now, bro.
Big U was anything, because if you listen to the audio, Wack never said that Big U did anything. Wack says that he was the one who chased Future, right? So they're just.
Well, I got another question. Do this make Flakko a snitch? Is Flakko snitching on Wack right now? How do snitching work? Because it's so, bro, the snitching aspect is such a gray area. I just let all the gangbangers in the chat tell me what it is. Because, you know, ain't nobody tougher than a nigga in the chat.
That's a fact.
It was the hardest niggas. So, chat, all my super tough niggas in the chat, is Flakko snitching on WACK100 right now? Because Flakko just said, I'm not even going to say it because we're going to play it one more time.
Big U did anything. Wack says that he was the one who chased Future, right? So they're just saying, oh, look, Big U got associates.
Flakko just dropped the dime on Wack, right?
So WACK100 should be locked up then, right? So he should be charged, right?
Because the great officer Flakko, who got all the police insight, you feel me? Let him tell you.
Who did this? So they're saying, yo, this is like a reference of his character, right? He did this in the past, so hence this falls in line with what we're accusing him of doing. Loose cannon lawyer is not a prosecutor. Loose cannon lawyer is not the government. He should have no interest in crimes that Big U committed. He's calling for these crimes because apparently somebody planned on turning on Big U, right? Is trying to get these witnesses gone, right? But he got charged for that as well, all right? Now, The indictment listed a couple of interesting things, right? So first off, the first thing the indictment listed, that I was kind of shocked that this was included. Well, it was the robbery of Future, right? It was the robbery of Future, right? So the new indictment includes allegations that in 2014, Henley and his associates assaulted and later.
But then, based off the confession that we just heard from WACK, wouldn't it be WACK who actually is the one who robbed Future? 'Cause at that point, it's a confession, bro. It's a confession. Am I tripping, or was that a confession?
Bro, that's exactly what it is, bro.
I feel like by Webster's definition, that's the confession.
Yeah, but that's a confession, bro.
Man, so I'm just saying, like, after WACK's confession, wouldn't we think that Big U would be cleared of any robbery, considering the fact that WACK has admitted to doing it?
All Big U got to say is, I didn't tell him to do that. But then what happens? But then what happens with that charge? Right? Somebody got to pay for that, right? It's already a charge.
And I would imagine that the nigga who's confessing would be the one that.
Correct.
Yeah. A Grammy Award-winning artist through Los Angeles International Airport to collect a debt and for failing to show respect. According to a U.S. Attorney's Office in L.A., although the artist is only identified by his initials, NDC, the Times was able to identify him through social media and news reports as Nevadia's Demand Cash, a rapper known formerly as Future. But here's the thing, though. Now, they're listing this as evidence towards, I guess, Big U's character, but they're not charging Big U with anything, because if you listen to the audio, WACK never said that Big U did anything. WACK says that he was the one who chased Future.
Oh, for instance, Future old Trick some money. So me Trick.
So as a matter of fact, because Flakko keep repeating the same thing over and over, I found the clip where well, it wasn't a clip, but it was an Instagram post. Shout out to my nigga Big Ant, the spokesman at Urban Politician TV. But check this out, y'all.
Big U that he does not want to be associated with, I'm sure of, but Big U says it's all around not true, it's false. Big U went to Instagram and said this: I have never been in LAX airport with WACK100, nor do we run down on Future. Fact. I wish y'all would get in y'all head. These people lie all day. 10% truth, 90% them. I hate how no matter what someone say about Big U, it's just true. When is the hate going to stop? I made one mistake. That was building with a blank. And for that, B's and C's, I'm sorry. At Big U.
So that's what Big U got to say about it.
Right.
So we got Big U saying, I ain't do nothing about it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You got WACK saying, out the kindness of his own, I guess, turned up heart, he decided to just chase his man without being provoked to. I think it's pretty open and shut for this one.
That's crazy work.
I mean, the government play a different game. We all know that, but you would assume that, it's just pretty much easy cut and dry. You feel me? Let's get back into my man Flakko Belly, all thighs on me.
Freaking Big U was real close at the time, right? Hey, Future old bro some money. All right, Trick in Detroit. Me and Big U on a red-eye flight to Atlanta. We coming to LAX. We coming through the security, putting our bag through the thing. Who we see on the other side? Future and the girl that's with the football player. Sierra. We see Future and Sierra. I say, bro, is that who I think it is? He looked. I said, yeah. I said, you take the jock out of here. When we come to the thing, I say, hey, homie, you got that money for Trick? He take off run. I'm chasing the dead homies through the Delta.
Pause it, bro. Pause it.
And he runs into the thing, but it ain't hooked up to no plane. He left it.
Whoa, bro.
Wow. He runs into the terminal. True story.
He's saying he did that for Trick, though.
Nothing to do with Big U.
Nothing to do with Big U. He said Future owed Trick money. So he saw Trick. In neither one, because this is a whole nother time he's told the same story. Bro, he never said Big U told him to do that.
Never at all. And then I don't think that Flakko realized that the way he's presenting it is showing that unless I don't know. Flakko kind of smart. He might know that he got some damning evidence against WACK, making it look bad for him. He might not. He just might not care. Because Flakko is smart, bro. It could go either way with him. He could really be green and made an honest mistake because all people do. You feel me?
Right.
Or he could be planting the seeds just in case he got to go against WACK. Well, nigga, you did blah, 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 blah. The way he did with Munchie B, because he played Munchie B quiet for 2 years. You feel me? So, I don't know. Look, Lush still getting made fun of.
When he run into the terminal, he take his phone out, right? He know he can only go so far because what you gonna do? Jump onto the runway? That's a long drop down there, right? he throws the phone at me on speaker. All I hear is Stunner voice. He say, WACK, it's me, Stunner. Talk to me. I say, Stunner, I'm busy right now. He said, yeah, but I don't want you to be, nephew. What the going on? I say, oh, trick a bag, man. He can't be.
So, new characters unlocked. We got Trick, who let WACK tell him, sent him as a, power to collect the debt from Future in a federal airspace, mind you. WACK, being a boy, decides to take up his boss's command or get in his boss's good graces, what it sound like, to take initiative to chase said Future. Through it all, Future calls Birdman, and Birdman stops WACK. So Birdman is aware of a federal conspiracy and potential assault in a federal airspace.
Crazy word.
I got that pretty much.
That shit is accurate as hell if you ask me.
So we got Trick as now a gang leader. We have Future as a victim. We have WACK as an enforcer, and we have Birdman with the knowledge of a federal crime but didn't report it to law enforcement.
Right.
Man, where Dogface at? We need his response.
In our backyard, and he owe bro a bag. Either he gonna pay or he finna get up and then he gonna pay, right? Trick at home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit, right? He say,
oh, Trick don't know what's going on. He at home in Detroit sleep. So Trick didn't even have nothing to do with this. WACK is just trying to gain favor with Trick through furthering the criminal enterprise. Got it.
Then he gonna pay, right? Trick at home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit, right? He say, WACK, my word to you, I'll pay the debt. Let him be. I got business with that man. I said, what? He said, WACK, your Stunner talking to you as your brother. Leave him be. You got my word, whatever the debt is. Send me Trick, I'll pay him in the morning. On me. I'm giving you my word. I threw it back to fall. Trick got his wire. Damn. This real, what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like, that was like, it was a real.
If Trick got his money the next day, that would be through a wire. That would be through federal money laundering.
So that shit could be found. It could be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I've been saying this shit on my page. It's not good to make yourself seem like you the leader of whatever organization that's doing anything illegal, any type of shit. Like, it's just not, it's not smart, bro. Eventually, you will have to pay for all of this shit.
And then here go the cold part about it too. You sitting here saying, oh, he got the wire the next day. He got the wire the next day. That's bank fraud. It's a federal crime. That is the bank is FDIC insured. That's a federal insurance company. Niggas forget that when you play with Apple Pay, Zelle, Cash App, all that is wire fraud. That is a federal crime. That is a federal crime. You buying your little hot dogs downtown LA for $5 through Cash App and Zelle. That's actually a federal crime, my nigga. Actually through an unlicensed business. You buying your little from your man's. Oh, I'm a Cash App you, bro. Federal crime. Forcing somebody to send a bank wire or sending a wire to get your homie out of a debt in the streets.
Because it's untaxed and all that too. It's like it ain't yeah. Wow.
Yeah, we lied just
woo-wee.
Get tricky, bro. So if they really want to start adding them charges on, man, nigga, we all going to jail.
Table at one
because WACK wanted to go on Clubhouse.
Time to where we knew what was going on, knew everywhere in every region.
Bro, can you imagine being Trick listening to this? Like, nigga.
No, because I would have flew out already. Like, yo, bro, nah, he's bugging. I got to go sit down with son.
To where we knew what was going on, right? And we was gonna move if we saw you. And our squads knew if they saw you at a hookah lounge or a club. It been times where it's just like, hey, well, I ain't gonna say no names. such and such at the club, lock him down. Them to go over there 20 deep for their VIP. Tell the security they don't pay you enough for this here. Look, continue to have your drinks. If it's y'all cool, right? And we was gonna move it if we saw you. And our squads knew if they saw you at a lounge or a club. It been times where niggas like, hey, well, I ain't gonna say no names. Such and such at the club, lock him down. Them to go over there 20 deep for their VIP.
Nigga, that is a conspiracy, my
Like,
boy.
Yo, this is crazy. Everything he's saying is like it's Rico. It's just Rico infused. Like shit is, god damn.
He's so indictable,
right? Extremely indictable, bro. But just not yet. They're gonna burn him though. Like I just want everybody to know. Eventually, like because he kicking up so much dust. Eventually, he gonna play himself and they gonna burn him, bro. Facts.
I think that right now he got to be doing a hell of a job for them people. He got to be doing a hell of a job for them people, boy, because the things he's saying is wild. But you notice in recent times, maybe within the last year and a half, stuff in. He's trying to walk a lot of stuff back. You feel me? A lot of stuff that he did, he's trying to be like, I ain't doing like this, why I ain't like this, and blah, blah, blah. So I think somebody up top might have told him, like, hey, nigga, you know you can go to jail too.
Dead ass. Like, bro, you doing way too much, bro. You saying way too much shit, bro, and we not locking you up for it because you're too useful. But nigga, you gotta keep them cases coming, nigga, or else it's over.
And if you pay attention, damn near every week, the nigga got a new case. Like WACK got more cases on his desk than any detective I've ever seen on TV, bro. He do more detective work than Matlock. Like, god damn, nigga.
That nigga Axel Foley, that ass, bro. Like,
man.
Tell the security they don't pay you enough for this here. Look, continue to have your drinks. If y'all cool, ain't nobody moving.
Also, Future never paid the money Birdman did. So if they wanted to charge Big U for this, what would they charge Big U with? He never chased Future. He never attacked Future. And Birdman paid the money, not Future. So they can't even charge that with extortion, right? So like, what would they charge him with? So people are getting this wrong. They're not charging Big U with a crime in reference to Future. They're saying this is a behavior.
They're saying it's an overt act,
right? Of him threatening people, running down on people, and harassing and intimidating people to get money up out of them. Okay, let me know in the comment section what do you guys think about this. But this just shows you the feds is on this internet, bro. Because this clip is from like 3-4 years ago. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Okay, if you're still watching this video.
So one more thing before we get up out of here. What was you gonna say, fool?
No, I'm just saying this nigga a neo soul dressing ass bozo. Go ahead, though, champ.
Before we get up out of here, man, there's one more I want to show y'all. Because I was actually chopping up a point and shoot. Make sure y'all show him some love. But I was chopping up a point and shoot about this yesterday. Let me see. Full paperwork. Big U charge with So the reason why this is important right now, what they got Big U on is an overt act. Why I got my face looking stupid like that? So the first thing they charge Big U is right now it's an overt act. But this is a situation where I'm about to show where an overt act turns into him being charged with the actual assault. So just because it's an overt act today, don't mean it can't be a charge tomorrow.
Right.
With that. Y'all saying that I said I wanted to beat up WACK100. I'm not charged with that. The government is...
So this is Big U's lawyer speaking on behalf of Big U. And it starts off with Big U saying the overt act of I'm not charged with assault on WACK. Like right now, he's not charged with assault on Future.
Saying that I said I wanted to beat up WACK100. I'm not charged with that. The government is now coming back and saying that, yes, you are. The fear and control.
Big U is being charged with wanting to whoop WACK100. Tenderness.
I nigga like, see?
Nigga? Put the blind down. Pick the blind up, put the blind down. Big U is Reg Dog. Big said it. I told y'all. WACK was a victim in the case. Nigga, I beat the feds, nigga. I beat the feds, nigga. I keep trying to tell you niggas, bro. I beat these niggas. And I never fucked up again in life, nigga. I got off by the skin of my teeth. Like, I beat these niggas, bro. I told y'all. Hold on, let me write it back. Let me put the thing down, flip it in reverse here.
From Big U is because I was seeing that they were locked in on that. He kept saying, y'all saying I threatened WACK 100. I'm not charged with that. Y'all saying that I said I wanted to beat up WACK 100. I'm not charged with that. The government is now coming back and saying that, yes, you are. The fear and control category that Big U was talking about encompasses charged overt acts that are direct evidence. Again, it says these are not uncharged other acts. They are part of the RICO conspiracy, and proof of charged overt acts requires no 404B justification. So, long story short, Big U is charged with assaulting WACK 100. It says it right here in the paper.
So look, man. Look, my nigga.
My nigga was like, see? Like, come on, bro.
Because look, before we get up out of here, bro, your introduction to me was, oh, Rich Trapper always lying. He cloud chasing. He lying. Ain't that what they said about me?
Well, my first introduction to you was like, why the hell is this nigga from New York talking about 4 extra?
I remember that. Get off the homie, bro.
That was the first joke, but then
my nigga, they had everything to say about your boy, man. All the smut, all the harsh words, all the whatever. My nigga, they tried to make it seem like I was lying on this man.
That's a fact.
Man, I ain't got, with so much truth available, what I got to lie for? The truth is good enough, my nigga. So look, y'all, I'm glad that y'all appreciated this, man. Hey, bro, I think that this is something that we should knock out once a week, man. The coast to coast connection.
Let's do it.
Let's see if the No Jumper cast has any type of testicular fortitude, man. Let's see if they actually tell the truth about what's going on with this indictment.
Lights on Big U's dispute with rapper Nipsey Hussle and Future. Another part of this was well, I could read it verbatim, but I'm pretty familiar with this article at this point. So basically, he had another superseding indictment that showed that he was chasing Future through the airport and trying to get him to basically check in, or he had like missed the payment. I can't.
See, that's not true. WACK was the one who was chasing Future through the airport, and it's crazy how this whole situation is even playing out, because WACK is the one who admitted, that this was his doing. Hold on, chat. You know what? Because I can't play this for y'all without playing this clip for you. I'm sorry, I have to. I can't play this for y'all without giving you guys this piece of information first. Because without this information, the story really doesn't make sense, and you'll just be forced to believe everything that the No Jumper staff says.
Back out. He sent triggers.
So we'll start with this.
Somewhere 16. You can find it on Google where them niggas had beat the shit out of Future and his security. Future ran out to LA club. Google Future gets rushed in LA club. They was on him. That's why they was on him.
Talking about Trick from Detroit.
Nah, Trick from Detroit. So, that's broke, right? So all I know is, we always knew who owed somebody some money. So when we leave and we going to Atlanta, that story I tell Rich about when Big U saying, WACK, catch this flight with me, I want to show you something. And he took me out there and took me to the Four Seasons. He said, I'm going to turn this out to the 60s. They got a blood neighborhood around the corner. You could turn that out. And I said, nigga, you tripping. I went back to the airport and left. It was that trip. That was the trip. We on that red-eye Delta flight. Same one I used to always catch lunch on. Right. So the nigga, when we come through, Big U he say, little bro, is that the nigga? I look. I said, that's up a shoulder, bitch. I said, hey, Future, come here. Let me holler at you. You know when you first come through, when you grabbing your shit off the conveyor belt on the other side of security? Nigga, that nigga started trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bitch. I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta side, right? It ain't number one flight leaving that night going to Atlanta, right? All the other red eyes on American side. So the nigga breaks right and runs into the thing that connected to the plane, but it wasn't no plane. The nigga throws the phone. When I picked the phone up, it's another reason why Future ain't gonna say nothing, because I make the homie come on Clubhouse and tell the truth. He know. Right? I picked the phone up. He say, bro, I say, what's up? He say, what's the problem? I say, oh, the homie. He said, who? I tell him. He said, what he owe him? I said, this light ain't nothing but a dime, but he owe him. He played him. Nigga been ducking him. He say, Wack, my word, I sent it in the morning. Give me his wire. My word is on me. I got business with that nigga. Let him be. He said, let him be. I said, all right, you got that. I dropped the phone on the ground and walked back out. He sent Trick his money the next day.
Have you seen Future since then?
I seen him twice in one of the red carpet event. Future ain't that type of dude.
Right.
It was just he old. Like back then, we really had a system, nigga. Like this.
So again, at no point in any of this does it say anything about Big U chasing Future through the airport. This is where WACK admits that he's the one who did this. So I'm not sure what the No Jumper gang is talking about when it says anything else. But airport, this is where WACK admits that my bad, y'all. This is me watching my own live. Yeah, man. So I'm not sure again where anything about Big U comes up in any of this.
No, he did not get convicted. He was still fighting the case.
So how much did you donate?
For real.
I didn't know. We had to put up another tab. I didn't. My bad. I apologize. Let me see though, but I know it's like somewhere around here.
Yeah, he's facing life, racketeering. Yeah, indictment that showed that he was chasing Future through the airport and trying to get him to basically check in, or he had like missed a payment. I can't remember if Future was.
He owed somebody money for sure.
Yeah, he owed someone money. This is a story that we've heard on No Jumper time and time again. Honestly, I can't remember who told this story.
It was WACK. So that's what they're putting. They're pretty much trying to throw dirt on WACK because the first time a lot of us heard the story is WACK.
Right. But it was true.
Yeah, it was 100. Now that's
now you're not telling the story correctly, man. Now you're not telling the story correctly. And that's a crazy situation because WACK again is the one who said that he had done this egregious movement. It was nobody put it on Big U. WACK took full credit for it.
They're alleging to put this.
The whole No Jumper office is scared of WACK, and it's really sick that only Adam 22 has the courage to go up against WACK,
including it in the indictment. And so that's what they're going to definitely to put this, including it in the indictment. And so that's what they're going to definitely try to go after WACK because of that.
WACK be like pretty accurate, huh? And then sometimes it's like, has he ever been wrong about the shit?
Wait, right here.
I think so. Yeah, I think there's been some inaccuracies, but things like this pop up like years after he says them, and then but
like,
people
how did you know?
But people are trying to be like, oh, you were getting on Munchie for saying too much on the internet. Is this WACK saying too much on the internet? But they didn't say, "Oh, we got this from WACK100." They're not listing sources.
Well, the thing is, like, it wasn't WACK a part of the story.
That's what he said. He was there.
Yeah,
he said that he did it. WACK is the one who admitted to doing this. You know what I'm saying? This whole situation is serious.
So that would make him
run this down right quick, guys, and then we can get into some of the other details that we have. So the new indictment includes allegations that in 2014, Henley and his associates assaulted and then later chased a Grammy-winning recording.
Hey, y'all go spam in a No Jumper chat. Lush call Rich Trapper. I just called Lush twice. He didn't answer. But we gonna make sure they get this story right because I don't like the way No Jumper covered this. So y'all go spam Lush call Rich Trapper in the chat. Y'all go make sure we get up on there, bro. We gonna get this information out the correct way because I don't think that it's appropriate that we allow these lies to continue to proceed in our space, man. I think that you guys deserve a better truth in that chat.
Artists through Los Angeles International Airport to collect a debt and for failing to show respect, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Although the artist
hold on real quick.
Identified by his initials, NDC, that the Times were able to identify him through social media and news reports as Nevadius Demon Cash, the rapper known professionally as Future. Federal prosecutors also provide a
my son's gonna be named Nevadius.
Yeah.
All right, man. So we gonna introduce my man Stino to the chat. What's the deal, fool?
What up, yo? I did not know we was gonna be live. I would have been on the computer or somewhere else. I'm in my room, man.
Oh no, go get your shit right and come back.
All right, bet.
All right. No, man, it's we gonna be here for a minute. Go get right, come back. Go get right and come back. Let's keep going.
Pretty hard name, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Provided a window into Henley's relationship with rapper Nipsey Hussle, a fellow Rollin' 60 Crip whose career he helped launch. Hussle lived with Henley's family and recorded some of his first tracks in their downstairs studio, according to 2023 Times article. According to the indictment, Henley in 2011 requested music equipment from Hussle. Okay, so this is about the you don't have a clue, but let's skip to the superseding part where basically while he's
Yeah, none of
been
that
in
has to do
jail,
with.
I remember all
None of this has to do with Nipsey Hussle.
that because I was one of the headline.
but this is the
None of this has to do with Nipsey Hussle. We want to talk about the fact that WACK100 told us that he chased Future through the airport, and now Big U's being charged with it. That's what we want to talk about.
the most damning part of this indictment that people are really highlighting today is that the second superseding indictment against Henley following his arrest last year on the federal racketeering charges contains charges or on 7 additional felonies, including solicitation to commit a crime of violence and witness tampering, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. 59-year-old Henley had already been accused of murder and kidnapping and extortion. That's not the part that I wanted to read, but allegedly, this is the biggest part, is that while he was in prison in June, they're alleging that he had contacted 2 fellow inmates to
Now they're going to say that this is loose cannon, but we're not here to speculate who these inmates are or whatever, because what the reality of the situation is, we are actually more so interested in this huge situation where WACK has again led to Big U allegedly being a part of a superseding indictment. Now, we're not here to get too emotional about it. We're going to be very factual when we speak about the synopsis because we don't want anybody to think that we are not being fair and impartial. But the fact does remain, we did not know anything about that whole situation with Future until WACK brought it up.
like solicit violent behavior towards another inmate who's supposedly a federal witness. So basically, he ordered a hit within the jail. He wanted to know the construction.
That's what they're alleging.
Of the housing unit that this inmate was in, and then once he figured out the layout of the housing unit, he asked 2 inmates if they wanted to receive payment for carrying out a hit on him or causing a lot of harm to him. So I guess maybe he wouldn't want to proceed with being a federal witness. We don't know. There's a lot of theories out there about who this person is. I've been seeing people throw Loose Cannon's name around a lot, but there are a lot of people on this indictment that they said are cooperating, so we don't know who it is. But I just found it interesting to know that there is a federal witness on his case that's being housed in the same.
You thought that was more interesting than WACK100 actually being the reason why he's being met with another superseding indictment based off his own confession and admission of guilt?
Jail.
Dang, that's bad business, right
That doesn't really make sense. And
Don't put me in there.
to the point where other inmates may have access to him.
But they like alleging that so much that they're including that in the charges now. Like they're like going to
that's
charge
true.
him with that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So they said
So
he
like the
basically,
future shit, they're just like including on like the whole story of him, like this intimidation thing. But that
this
shit,
hit
it
is
seemed
some
like they
real
was going
shit.
to add it into the RICO. Like,
By the way, Future's in no way going to corrupt.
But then see, hold on, let's run this back one more time. Hold on, what was
have
that?
access to him.
But they like alleging that so much that they're including that in the charges now. Like they're like going to
that's
charge
true.
him with that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So they said
So
he
like the
basically,
future shit, they're just like including on like the whole story of him, like this intimidation thing. But
No. That's an overt act that he's being charged with because, again, I don't know if you remember Moose Man. I'm not sure if again you heard this, but I will again be referencing this clip. This is going to be I'm going to make this clip more famous than Munchie B saying he passed the bottle. Draco's unaliver. But the reason why Big U's being charged with this is because what's up, Cash Global? What's the deal, fool? How you been, bro? Cash Global, you see this boy WACK and told the story about him chasing Future through the airport and got Big U a federal charge? Yeah, see, they trying to say that Cash Global, I got you, don't worry about it. They trying to say that they just mentioned that to make Big U look like a sinister person. No, sir. No, sir. Chasing somebody through a federal airspace like the airport is actually a federal crime. It's a federal crime. And if you're chasing somebody with the intention of extorting them or removing them from financial gain, or their chili to be more specific, that is actually a federal crime as well. So I get that Moose Man is a little lost in the sauce. I get that he's a little lost in the sauce, but we must always remember that, in fact, this happened.
Somewhere 16, you can find it on Google where them niggas had beat the shit out of Future and his security. Future ran out to LA club. Google Future gets rushed in LA club. They was on him. That's why they was on him.
Talking about Trick from Detroit.
Nah, Trick from Detroit. So, that's broke, right? So all I know is, we always knew who owed somebody some money. So when we leave and we going to Atlanta, that story I tell Rich about when Big U saying WACK catch this flight with me, I want to show you something. and he took me out there and took me to the Four Seasons. He said, I'm going to turn this out to the 60s.
Real quick. I ain't never brought this up yet, but I just had an aha moment. You feel me? Oops, upside my head. If Big U get charged, we're now trying to spread a franchise of gang conspiracies through Atlanta from Los Angeles. It's because of this tape. Big U has not been yet convicted of anything that WAC's been talking about outside of the Future situation. But notice how WAC did mention in the same conversation that now Big U is being charged with an overt act with. It's the same conversation. He mentioned Big U wanted to spread the Rolling 60s allegedly from Los Angeles to Georgia. That would be another federal crime. It's another little situation. You feel me? It's another little situation. Cash Rules Global, feel free to use any of my videos, bro. I ain't gonna never copyright you. Do your thing, bro. And then I'm so cool, you can really just let it play. You ain't even got to do no commentary. I still won't copyright you. Do your thing, brother. Get your clicks and your ticks. Go crazy. But Big U, WAC is talking about how Big U is trying to spread the 60s from Atlanta to LA. That's a federal crime. Because you cross the state lines and state boundaries. It's the same conversation where WAC says that Big U he was chasing Future through the 1-2 step like Sierra. You feel me? So let's get this together. But I never thought about it until I started listening to it. It's crazy that WAC keep bringing this up. But let's keep going.
They got a blood neighborhood around the corner. You could turn that out. And I said, nigga, you tripping. I went back to the airport and left. It was that trip. That was the trip. We on that red-eye Delta flight. Same one I used to always catch lunch junked off on.
Right.
So the nigga, when we come through, Big U he say, little bro, is that the nigga? I look. I said, that's up a shoulder, bitch. I said, hey, Future, come here. Let me holler at you. You know when you first come through, when you grabbing your shit off the conveyor belt on the other side of security, nigga, that nigga started trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bitch. I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta.
Wait, who's trotting right behind him? Big U? Or who was he?
Trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bitch. I'm trotting right behind him.
Oh, so you was trotting right behind him. Not Big U. WAC was trotting right. Excuse me.
Niggas start trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bitch. I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta side, right? It ain't number one flight leaving.
So you chased Future. So you chased him, and then what?
That night going to Atlanta, right? All the other red eyes on American side. So the nigga breaks right and runs into the thing that connects to the plane, but it wasn't no plane. The nigga throws the phone. When I pick the phone up, it's another reason why Future ain't gonna say nothing, because he know.
What's another reason, WAC? Let us know.
I'll make the homie come on Clubhouse and tell the truth. He know. Right? I pick the phone up. He say, bro, I say, what's up? He say, what's the problem? I say, oh, the homie. He said, who? I tell him. He said, what he owe him? I said, his light ain't nothing but a dime, but he owe him. He played him. Nigga been ducking him. He say, WAC, my word, I sent it in the morning. Get me his wire. My word is on me. I got business with that nigga. Let him be. He said, let him be. I said, all right, you got that. I dropped the phone on the ground and walked back out.
So with that being said, man, we finna bring my man Tough Stino back in here. Stino, what's the deal, fool?
What up, y'all? What's poppin', Trap? What up, G's?
Man. Hey, bro, look, before we go into anything, I just want to say that about a year and some change ago, I said, how the hell did you chase this nigga through a federal airport? That's a crime. You remember that conversation?
How are you a goddamn enforcer and not locked? I mean, that's just my question. Like, how are you an enforcer? So you was the one doing it.
So not only did he chase Future through the airport, he caught him and removed him of his phone. But Big U got the charge.
I didn't even hear Big U name except for the beginning. It was like, did Big U tell you to do that actually? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or was you working on this behalf of something you wanted? But either way, how are you not in this?
How are you not in jail? But for those of y'all who don't know, man, that's my man Tough Stino. Stino, let them know where to find you before we get into this.
Yo, man, y'all can follow me at what is it? It should just be at Tough Stino. Tough Stino on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can find me there every night at 9:30 Eastern.
You know what I'm saying? That's 6:30 Pacific for those of y'all who don't know how to read the clock.
Mm-hmm.
So we finna slide back into this, man. We got the no jumper staff. It's like they dancing around it. So the reason why I was playing that clip when you came in was because they want to talk about everything but the actual hard facts of WACK100 is the reason why this situation is going on. You know, he got them a little spooky Johnson. You feel me?
Yeah, now Flakko had did the same shit. I was watching Flakko video. I'm like, but you're not going to talk about the future situation and the Plies situation and just him being some type of enforcer for the whole Big U situation. But you're not going to talk about that. You're going to talk about everything else. All right, cool.
All right. I mean, but you know what though? That's why they the big guys, man. That's why we in the little leagues.
Yeah, that's fact. Hey, listen, man, it is what it is.
Like was going to add it into the RICO.
By the way, Future's in no way going to corroborate or substantiate those claims, so I really don't see this getting any legs. Like,
Free Band's Doughboy came out and like was saying something against it. Supposedly.
Yeah, for sure. Like
obviously, you know, that's his homie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For sure, those fools are not going to fuck with that, bro.
I really just couldn't even imagine Future running
in an airport
with Sierra running
like,
away
I just
from
couldn't
Sierra.
imagine him like doing that physical act.
Hey, the sickest part about people is they'll talk about this situation and give all the details of WAC's story, but won't say that they got it from WAC.
Right. I mean, but he was the one who told the story.
He's the one who told the story.
Couldn't imagine.
Yeah, that's a pretty arduous task. That's a pretty arduous task.
When is that commotion at the airport like draw a lot of attention?
Right. Yeah, he's like a star.
Yeah, you were
him out.
not chasing.
Niggas would have had it on video or something. Like,
yeah,
Right.
I see motherfuckers argue in the airport and cops come out from places that I was like, I didn't even know there was like.
It is funny though because people were calling WAC a liar when the story first came out, and they were like, "Oh, like there's no way this is true."
Right.
And then
because it sounded so crazy. Sometimes WAC says shit that sounds crazy.
But does it like make it look bad that like we heard it from him and then they're including it in like a case for?
Well, I mean,
they could have got it from somewhere else.
First of all,
we heard it.
yeah, we all. First of all, we don't know what WAC is dealing with.
Oh, wipe your mouth, bro. Wipe your mouth, bro. Get your nose out that man's belly button.
On a legal side, you know what I'm saying? Like if
they might try to wrap him up in this, is what you're saying?
I mean,
wait, hold on, time out. I just thought about some fool. How they gonna say they don't know what WAC is dealing with legally when the police was just up there last week looking for Munchie B and niggas had a whole 45-minute segment on it.
Yo, how much? And look, like I said, I've been making videos about WAC for so long. It's like, bro, I'm not even angry or none of that shit no more. It's like you can't tell people, but for so much what somebody is on, right? My question is this: how many things does a person have to do for these people to realize what's going on?
You know what? It's the age-old tale. He ain't tell on me.
Copy.
I don't know.
Yeah, you feel me? Because how many times you seen niggas be cool with him, and then now they mad at him once they get told him.
Right. That's
You
a
feel
fact.
me?
You feel
If
me?
they're
Like,
including that,
that's
then,
but
yeah.
look. The reason I say that is because I've seen a lot of conversation and speculation around. I'm not trying to like highlight that unnecessarily, but the point is we don't know until we hear from WAC specifically what he got going on in that regard.
Right.
Secondly,
Bro, you
yeah,
heard
it could have
from
just
WAC.
been like he told the story, but that doesn't mean that they weren't already a crime.
Hey, Stino, you live?
Nah.
Okay. Well, chat, y'all heard from WAC. I don't got to play the clip again. I was gonna play it again for your people.
I said there's a lot of different.
Yeah, no,
Or
for
like
sure.
they didn't know
It
what was
doesn't,
going
like,
on.
It's different how they tell it here. They say that they socked them out in this story. In the wax story, it was like they was running down to question them about it, and then
See, here go where the flu flam come in too, though. Because at no point, you know, nigga, I done looked at that police report and that shit a million times. Nowhere
There's a
in it.
police report for it?
It's a federal indictment. It's a superseding indictment.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the airport incident.
No, yeah. So my bad. I said police report. I meant superseding indictment. I done read that shit a million times, and nowhere in it does it say that Big U socked out anybody. So I don't even know where they come in with the because they said Big U socked him out. Moose man, you big sloppy goofball. No, they didn't. At no point did that happen. At no point. But it's all good. You might not know this on your end, but this man right here, he can't come outside. So you know.
I mean, I figured that.
Yeah, no, he can't come outside. That's why he stands.
That's Roseanne Barr right there, bro. That's Roseanne's son.
Yeah, bro, know what time it is. Like a good watch.
forgot who it was. It might have been Baby or somebody, and they were
Yeah,
like,
told him to let him go.
I'll pay the debt. Just
Right.
let Future go, and I'll pay the debt for him. So that in WAC's story, they didn't harm him. You know what I'm saying? They was just kind of running down on him to be like, "What's up with that money?" You feel me? Like,
Who did WACK say was on the phone? Oh yeah, Birdman.
yeah, he said Baby. And then Baby was like, "Man, for me,
So now you implementing Baby into this indictment.
for me, you know what I'm saying?
No, you think
That's called adding a witness.
you're talking about your favorite rapper?
Because I didn't hear nothing about
You
Birdman.
hate that I still listen to Lil Baby, bro.
No, you're just upset. Like you have like a
I won't let
you
Axe-
have
I won't let Axe skew.
And this idiot just said Lil Baby. Hold on.
You think you're talking about your favorite rapper?
Just
Wham,
let
wham,
him go.
wham. I know.
You hate that I still listen to Lil Baby, bro.
No, you're
The fuck does that have to do with anything? That have to do with anything.
just upset. Like you have like a
I won't let
you
Axe-
have
I won't let Axe skew my fucking perception on Lil Baby.
you have
You still rocking
Wham
with his
wearing the
newer stuff?
fucking like G-string version of your shorts. Picture of it above your bed.
I thought you were saying there were thong allegations on Lil Baby. I was like, you said no, now it's over.
He's like, wait. I know there's not thong allegations. Send the link.
Wham, pick up the phone.
Lil Baby's got a thong on.
I think it's a little bit of a crock of shit that people are trying to say that this is like proof that WACK is like cooperating or something. Big U was being monitored. This
Okay, no, time out.
This nigga's the son right here.
Man, but you know, nose and belly buttons. They get on their knees, they pray, they put their nose in that man's belly button. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, man. Everybody should be allowed to worship as they see fit. You feel me?
I guess.
Hey, community guidelines. You see what I did there?
Yeah, I see you.
But
This nigga's
the cold part-
nasty, bro.
let's on a whole for the indictment, it's ugly. Whatever he got going on in the jail, maybe not. He told somebody to 1-2 step. I don't know. That's ugly if he did in fact do that. But the one thing that niggas can't get around is another person going onto the internet to tell a story about himself and then putting it on you. So we know how the no jumper game work. They're gonna push the goalpost, and it's gonna be somebody else's fault. It's everybody's accountability go out the window. You feel me? From the same group of people who will tell you, oh, we don't respect this if you don't do that. We don't respect you if you don't do that. How many times have these niggas told you what they do and don't respect?
All the time.
You feel me? So when it comes to this situation of WACK, we really don't need to wonder about the future situation because this nigga done played it for us. He told us everything. You feel me? So I mean, I just can't understand why niggas ain't talking about the meat and the potatoes. The general public doesn't care. I care because I'm from the Crenshaw district. But let's keep it 100. You being from New York, black and white, you could really give a fuck.
That not really. Like, I cared, but then I had to realize, like, you know, if niggas wanted it taken care of, it would have been taken care of. So I took my feelings out the situation. It's still wrong what he doing, and I do still care because, you know, nigga, I'm from the streets, bro. Like, certain things you just not supposed to do. It don't matter where you at. You could be in Cali, you could be in New York, you could be in Florida. Certain shit you just not supposed to do, bro. That shit corny. It's corny what he doing.
You know why more people relate to WACK and No Jumper? I said this a while ago. I think I told you this. It's because the majority of people on the internet are victims and they know what it's like to get picked on and be bullied. So they can relate to this.
That's facts.
That's what when niggas get pressed up on, they be like, "Oh, you're doing too much. You're doing too much." That's because everybody want to talk. That's because the average nigga on the computer just talk.
Right.
So I'm gonna play back. I'm gonna go back to the clip. But the last thing I'm gonna say is this: as a whole, society doesn't care about Big U catching these cases and all that. They care about the sensationalism of WACK100 being a person who dropped the information that got him locked up. That's the headline.
That's the energy.
As far as a global story is concerned, the world don't care about Big U telling somebody in jail maybe not to do something for a pack of noodles. They care about the beef with WACK and how WACK's statement is putting this man into another superseding indictment. That's the headline they're staying away from.
That's a fact.
It goes back to 2014. This man was not taken into custody until
recently,
2025 or 2024.
Well, it trip out on this. Like, so right now it's 2026. He has 6 co-defendants, and next year, when he potentially might get convicted for this, he'll be 60 years old.
They said that that's life.
No, just trip out on that.
That's crazy.
Just trip out on that. It's like
playing dirty games with the
they be making little jokes. They be making little jokes.
And he
Thinking they slick,
bro. They could send some
Yeah,
to
he's
life.
facing life, right?
Yeah.
But it's
more
crazy
than 60
that,
years.
Ricky's saying this and he's dressed like an undercover cop. I'm not gonna lie. You look like
Guys got
That's a
some
sick ass fit, though.
drugs there.
Rocking my New York jersey to show support.
The jersey is hard.
And then I don't like how niggas like always play with the section. I'm rocking my New York jersey to show support. No means whoop your feet, fool. Whoop your feet. Like it be little stuff like that when niggas be playing. Like, bro, shut up, Ricky, before you get socked out.
Yeah.
Feel me? But nah, I think that
It be little stuff, bro. That just like get off on you. Shut up.
like I've been saying up here, I think we give too much credence to like what happens on these podcasts. Are the feds watching the podcast? Yes, 100%. But I feel like they're actually just going about their proceedings and shit like that.
Yo, bro, pause it. Yo, Ricky, please shut up, bro. Bro, you don't know nothing, bro. You know not what you talking about, Music Soul Child. Yo, listen. Every goddamn trial that we about to see, the Yellow Beezy shit, Big U shit, the Little shit, who else? Cannon shit. All they all have internet. What these dudes were saying on the internet. Rainwater OD. That Yellow Beezy shit got all things from Vlad re-putting out the episode that's gonna be you. Like, bro, what are you talking about, Surfer Man?
But then I even take it deeper than that. You talking about what's going to happen. What has already happened was, you remember that episode where they have Vlad, Academics, Remo, Trap Lord Ross, and WACK?
On who platform?
On No Jumper.
They was all on there? I don't think I seen that, John.
So it was DJ Academics, it was Vlad, it was Remo, it was Adam 22, and it was WACK. And they had this episode. And on that episode, WACK told the story about how the 6-0s allegedly ran up on him in the parking structure when he got ran out the game concert.
I remember that.
Story. So that was a superseding indictment. What the federal government, about, let's call it within the last 90 days, has decided to take that story from No Jumper and charge Big U with assault. So he's already been charged with that. So niggas like, well, what could happen, but this would already happen though.
Like, it's already proven to happen. It's gonna happen in the future, but this nigga with these polka dot pants on is gonna tell us that these niggas is just doing God's honest podcasting. Okay, champ. All right, champ.
Slack or whatever, but it just stuck out to me that they have evidence about something that happened in 2014. And I just think about wiretaps and stuff like that. That's just like the worst thing for a case.
They didn't need
keeping in mind this alleged incident was a minute ago, right? So that's a different Future. So Future physically running.
Yeah, they said no. That's the 2014. That it was Future.
2014 Future is not running.
But he has a better chance of running than this.
He was on Zans and the lean.
2014 Future was lit.
Yeah, he was super lit. But
That's what he was like.
But like physicality was never his strong suit.
Yeah.
If we're being fair, Pluto was not like.
It's a big old tall nigga for no reason.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's like.
How do you know?
This nigga got on
He's
fake
not the
clothes. Like, come on, yo, bro, stop, bro. You got on goddamn Baptist jeans, bro. This is not Chrome Hearts, bro. You're a Baptist leg wearer, champ. You're tweaking. It's a big for the tall for like, bro, man. First of all, we don't know if Future ran anywhere. My question is this: if WACK100 said the story, did the government have to go and get the footage in order to charge Big U? Because they can't just charge him because somebody said something, right? They would have to get another form of, I guess, evidence.
Unfortunately, in his situation, they can charge him with it. They can't convict him of it. But right now, you can't have to possibly fight that charge. That can't be
okay.
I'll say this: when he performed, when we I seen it, all I had to do was see Future perform like a month and a half ago at Drake's show or whatever. Seeing the footage of it, I was like, damn.
The way
Future,
he like jumps,
Future looks more like he looks more like present. Yeah.
I feel like Future's the type of dude that thinks running is corny.
Yeah,
like it's not player to run. Like,
Well, instead of giving us actual takes on WACK100 and having these crazy little situations going on, instead of giving us real actual podcasting, we are talking about the athletic abilities of Future. Instead of getting real takes on what's going on, you talking about this nigga Future doing the 4x4. Nigga, the same nigga that gave us Dirty Sprite.
Yeah, word. We disrespecting Future now?
Man, look, I'm not saying that Future's not an athlete, but what I am saying is I need that nigga on my radio and off my basketball court. We don't care about this.
Feel me? Like, yeah, like, come on, bro.
Steno got disconnected. He'll be back.
Let's cross the street right quick. He's like, yeah.
He gonna walk slow as fuck.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Slow
Maybe
down
he had
traffic.
one of those like suitcases that drives, and he just sat on it and took off on him. You know what I'm saying?
You sure say some shit like Fashion Week. I walk the runway, but I don't never run. Like, yeah, exactly.
We gotta check his 2014 bars.
He got into a fight off his hand one time, and he was just like moving in slow motion,
Like
like
a
he's
dream
trying to
fight?
throw a punch, and he was like, for every one.
So yeah, man, instead of giving us an actual take on the situation, now we're talking about Ricky's homies get into a fade off of the Zan.
Punch I tried to throw, I got punched twice. I feel like that's Future's.
We don't need to see
permanent
Future
state.
throwing punches.
Permanent state, though.
Yeah. You were never supposed to see me throwing punches either. I mean, actually, we did it.
I've never
seen you throw.
Never seen you. Yeah.
I never went to go look at the Almighty and you fade, honestly.
Well, like,
I don't
they
wanna
like,
see
they.
you. No, I'm fine. See that Diddy is
Wow, great transition there.
Yo, I
Rich.
see you straight.
Okay, so they're transitioning off of that, but Chad, we're not done with this because we're gonna debunk this entire situation as far as WACK100, Future, and Big U is concerned. So let's continue on.
Shit that's going down behind the scenes that ain't got nothing to do with all the streaming and the funny shit. Blood really tried to knock me out the box with Blicky now.
Ray J and the money team, you dead wrong for this, dog.
Shout out to Plantation Politics Network. And if you don't know about Ray J and the Money Team, where the hell have you been? Because that was one of the funniest, absolute funniest moments in our history of content. But with that all being said, man, we're going to slide into this content and see exactly what's going on with Ray J, the Money Team, and Sauce Walker. Shout out to Plantation Politics. Give them a like, comment, subscribe.
Only real ones know about that reference.
What? I said, so you went up to him at the after party. What happened?
Team right now. We all over here. I swear to God, he running from me right now. I had 100 fools outside of Moon right now. He never left the club. He was scared up in there. He tried to call the police.
But no, Ray J and Sauce Walker, this Crash Out Boy situation has gotten way out of hand. Now, if you know anything about the internet, Dean and AB have the streamer streets on lock right now. What they've done is created a...
But it's arguable that Ray J is the original COB.
Conglomerate.
Crash Out Boy.
All the Crash Out Boys consisted of Dean and AB. Now, of course, you know you got to have the OG Ray J, right? Because Ray J is where that bag at. If money is there, you know Ray J gonna be a part of it. He's a part of the culture. He stamped his legacy. That's neither here nor there. Now, when we think Sauce Walker, we think a real Houston reputable. We think a guy who is independent, done built his own brand, done built his own name, really got it on lock out there in Houston, been doing his thing for years. He done beef with Drake. Drake done sent shots at him behind the scene. This dude, Sauce Walker, is really a somebody in his neighborhood. He's OnlyFans, he's pimping, everything you name it. Sauce Walker done, he done touched it. So you throw him in the Crash Out Boys. He's a wild personality. Link that in with Ray J, somebody who's laid back, funny, joking, always gonna be in your face, cracking jokes and whatnot. The energies just didn't mix, man.
Real shit that's going down behind the scenes that ain't got nothing to do with all the streaming and the funny shit. Blood really tried to knock me out the box with Blicky now. It just so happened Dean really loved me on some genuine, that's my little bro, and AB really love me genuine on that's my splat. Like, we been dying before this shit. So it's like, nigga could do all that Sauce Walker hating. We don't want anything on some. The two main characters, fuck with your guy. All that shit is bullshit. But it's the fact that they tried. They really was behind closed doors trying to move certain counterparts to block my entry into the family when I was already in. Then I'm just being myself.
First off, nobody bitched up when Sauce was in my face.
Him? He's a who?
Well, I don't think that Ray J was too, adamant about getting physical with the Big U situation, with the Sauce Walker situation. I don't think that he really wanted it to go into a physical level. I think Ray J just kind of more so wanted to make a point, but here we are.
Who saying I need my music played? This nigga's a bum. Nigga, don't play with me, man. You backstage dancing ass nigga.
Nigga was yelling and screaming, bro. I'm not gonna yell and scream, bro, and do all that weak shit That nigga called me a background dancing singer or whatever, and something I don't know. It wasn't worthy of my attention, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dead on me.
Tell us something fight for free, man. We're gonna do it right there in the gym. A good sport. We need a good sport, man. Yeah, for free 99. I don't need no money. Tell them to keep all this business. It's just so you don't forget. Fans look, bro.
Hey, gang. Hey, gang. Hey, y'all gotta sort that out, bro. Cause I fuck with both of y'all niggas, and that shit gonna make shit weird, bro.
Yeah, I don't think that they gonna sort it out. I think that this is crazy. This is gonna be a Mickey, Icky, Vicky, tricky, sticky situation. What we do know is this: Sauce Walker and Ray J were ever able to get into a physical opportunity to accost one another. Sauce Walker probably has some problems. Excuse me, Ray J probably has some problems because Sauce Walker be training, he be doing all this other stuff, 1, 2 stepping, blah 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 blah. I doubt that Ray J would be able to physically accost Sauce Walker in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Come here.
It ain't nothing serious. I'm having fun. He kept talking on the internet.
What he said?
I ain't serious. He went home and kept going. First of all, he tried to get me kicked out of Crash Out Boys. For what? I don't even know why you even trying to do that lame man shit, but cool. I'm a boss. I ain't even tripping on that. I told you my relationship with you is me and you is my brothers, just like I have a relationship with AB. But him trying to cross me out the mix and do all that whole ass shit. For what, nigga?
Be in California soon. In the Zeus. You coming over here, in the Zeus warehouse. I'm taking all fades. You know what I'm saying? If anybody that ever fucked up with me out there, they can bring Tarzan out there. You bring whoever the fuck, man. Bring your favorite rapper out there. I'm going out there with Snap Dog, man. Me and my little brother Snap, we're going to go out there, have fun, spar a couple times for the niggas, show them niggas how to not be a bitch. Feel me? Show you niggas what the work really be looking like. We're going to go have fun, man, in this week. Let me see y'all boys out there.
It was all fun and games. It was all for play. But the thing is, these cats don't play. And Ray J visibly flustered and bothered and kind of turned off and had to take a step back from Sauce Walker. That energy is high, like I said. You know what I mean? Ray J just coming off a bout that he got his butt whipped. Ray J got smacked. You know what I mean? He had to get up. He's wobbling. He's alluding to, gambling behind the scenes and throwing fights and whatnot. Ray J was discombobulated after that knockout. And I truly believe he's still in the daze because he had no reason to come at Sauce Walker. And Sauce approached him in person. Ray J waited. And see what I think went wrong, where this thing went left. And I
don't think that Ray J was ready for the real life confrontation that Sauce Walker had put on him. I don't think that he was really ready for that level of flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. I think that Ray J thought it was a game, and Sauce Walker was not playing.
Went sideways. Is Ray J really connected, y'all? All BS aside, we can laugh, we can joke. It's high, it's key. But Ray J really got ties. He's really linked in with the Pirus. He's really linked in with the Bloods. Now, Sauce Walker is correct. If Sauce Walker, he ain't lying, saying Ray J really sending them dudes out his way once he come to LA, that's a situation that goes from screaming the streets. And that's really what we don't want, but that's the reality of what very well could go down.
A millionaire win.
When I was 23 years old.
So that's 13 years ago.
Yes.
Okay, so let's show 13 years of money.
I don't want to show 13 years of bank accounts and all that. I'm going to show you right now.
That's what nigga Sauce Walker said. I ain't got 13 years of bank account, nigga. I just started getting to the bag, but I got it though. I just started getting chili, but I got the chili though.
Not fair.
But I got a pot though. I got a chili pot to make it hot though.
Yeah, it is.
That's not fair, bro.
That's better than a bitch.
That's not okay.
Yeah, it is. Because if we're going to go 10 years, then we need to add up all the assets.
You became a millionaire when?
When I was 23 years old. The earrings in my top ears, I paid 100.
Somebody asking how much?
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about for these two at the top. When I got these, how many years ago I got this shit? I don't even remember, like some years ago. I paid 100 and 100 though, 200,000 for files. GIA with paperwork, 4848. I paid 100 and 100. I gave them 90 and 90. How much is my earring?
No, it's about what they say about another nigga saying about me. Don't speak up. Hey, I'm a player, bro. I play funny. I do all the comedy and all that shit. I'm talking about sneak dish around this hoe. Y'all got some gloves in this.
Some who sneak this in? I don't know, but Albert Walker Mundane with all physical altercations, bro. Don't.
Yeah, we know Sauce Walker definitely get cracking with Ray J, man. I don't know why Ray J decided to do that. That was probably one of his worst moves to make.
I don't know who sneak dissing around this. Man, I don't ride no waves. I don't need nobody. I don't need nothing. I'm a real millionaire, nigga. Man, I got me fucked up around this hoe. Who a nigga think of riding the wave? What you nigga talking about? Him? He said, who said I'm riding the wave? Who said I need my music played? This nigga's a bum. Nigga, don't play with me, man. You backstage dancing ass nigga. Can't sing ass nigga.
Ray J looks so confused. That was one of my favorite faces. He looks so confused.
Fuck are you talking about, nigga? You Brandon, little brother, nigga. What happened? I don't know what's going on around here. But I get physical, nigga. Fuck, I crash out for real. I'm a real crash out boy. In real life. So I had to tell my brother here earlier, talking about some snaking and shit. Nigga, I grab snake, whatever, what I came here to do. Work. I'm a boss, nigga. Talking about no stream, nigga. I got a big streaming. Y'all niggas block, nigga. I don't know, nigga. I don't know. Yeah, he's some fool around here, bitch. I need to go. I don't know. I don't want to crash. Fuck y'all talking about some motherfuckers like this to me, nigga. I'm not find no way. Hey man, I will exit the building. I don't know. They talking about some niggas sneaking so I was in the coach while we playing music or something. Like I thought, hey man, listen, brother. I'm just trying to help. If my help is not needed, don't listen to the comments. I'm still done. I don't know.
Yeah, see, he ain't feeling Ray J, man. It's a lot of things Ray J has done that's just really upsetting Sauce Walker, and it's not gonna turn out well for Ray J. Should Sauce Walker be able to accost him, put him in a costume.
Talking about, hey man, listen, I ain't with the reality TV show games. I ain't with reality TV show, nigga. Zeus, WACK100S TV. Calm down. I ain't with that.
I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, let me know the plot. Because I get to switching this shit. I'll switch the plot up.
I like it. Get you some wings.
That's all I'm saying, though. No sucker shit around me. No thinking. We are grown men around this bitch. I'm a man, nigga. You niggas gonna handle me as such. I'm Tarzan too, nigga. I get all type of animals and shit. Nigga, lions, tigers, bears, whatever the fuck around this hole.
BBLs, all of it.
All of it. Thank you.
I like it.
Amen.
I like it.
Y'all want to apply bank accounts around this bitch?
No.
A Twitch account, I go bank account. I don't know. They said I was getting sneak this. I don't sneak this. I direct this. I'm directing the mother. You know, AOL, email. I'll talk to you about myself. I'm a man.
So Sauce Walker definitely wants you to know that he's a man. With that all being said, we finna get up out of here to the next one. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. Say a prayer and be blessed. We are gone.
Yellow.
So we finna tap in with Spider Loke in the Black Box, man. Yellow Beezy's interview with Vlad TV has officially been used or will be used against him in the unalivement of Mo 3. Tricky, icky, Mickey, Vicky, sticky situations. Let's get into it.
Beezy is learning the hard way.
Through music and Dallas County judge has decided to allow some rap lyrics to be used in a murder for hire trial.
The case concerns the 2020 murder of Melvin Noble, a rapper who went by the name Mo 3. Fox 4 Stephen Dial has the update.
This was a big part of the prosecution strategy, trying to use rapper Yella Beezy's rap lyrics against him. Yella Beezy, whose legal name is Marquise Conway, is accused of hiring a hitman to kill Mo 3, his rap rival. The judge's order today is somewhat of a blow to the prosecution strategy. She's allowing 2 songs by Conway and 1 song from Mo 3 to be played in court. The songs seemingly speak to the
Damn, as a blow to the prosecution, it's surprising. I would have found that considered a blow to the defense. That's extreme.
That's extreme, bro. That's wild. I'm not really sure how this situation is gonna go.
Really interesting. Maybe the first time I've been aware of the defense wanting lyrics to be used instead of the prosecution.
Between the rappers, but the judge did not allow key prosecution songs that talked about bounty or celebrating the murder. The judge.
Oh, that was the blow. The ones that they kept.
Okay, so the ones that they can't talk about is anything disrespectful. Got you.
Down.
Judge is also not allowing the Instagram live video that Yella Beezy was in the day of the murder. Prosecutors argued the lyrics in songs and said that they explained the motive behind the killing. The defense argued that the rappers are playing a character similar to professional wrestlers, and that the lyrics should not be taken as fact.
But the songs that the state has selected do not contain all that. In fact, they are braggadocious about criminal activity, but the criminal activity mentioned is directly on point to the charged offense. They talk directly about placing boundaries.
Shout out to Big Ant Spokesman.
For reprisal. They talk about the murder, and they talk about the feud.
Rappers make songs about putting hits on each other. They make songs about bounties. Again, it goes to the edginess and, in some people's opinions, the crassness and distastefulness of the music.
Keep the black female judge. That's interesting.
But it's not evidence that Mr. Conway is making some sort of admission to committing the crime.
We also got the prosecution's witness list. On the list is Dallas rapper Trap Boy Freddy, who has.
Yeah, that's tricky, Mickey, icky, Vicky, sticky situation, man. Now, up until this point, Vlad has maintained that none of his interviews and none of his content has ever been used in any type of indictment. But when it comes down to this situation, I guess it might be a little different.
With Yella Beezy, he has not been charged in this case. One of the songs that the judge is allowing the prosecution to use, they cannot play the part where Trap Boy Freddy is speaking.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I haven't spoke on the Mo3 and Yella Beezy situation in this case that has came about in a while now. And when it coming back into the head with the pre-trial starting and then the official trial starting next month, I do want to first and foremost say condolences to Mo3's entire family again. And
I wonder why he had Vlad on here. I guess he gonna get to it.
Hey, big shout out to Young Ant, the spokesman. Big shout out to Spider Loke, man. I'm gonna let y'all catch Spider Loke. I'm gonna take it to Big Ant, the spokesman, though. And again, y'all can catch Spider Loke on the Black Box. I just wanted to promo him real quick, but I'm gonna catch the rest of this on Urban Politician TV. Let's go.
Some of Yella Beezy's lyrics will be able to be used as evidence in a courtroom. Not all. A lot of it got excluded. It did hit the news that Trap Boy Freddy was named as somebody that would have to come testify in court, but his lyrics can't be used in other songs where he is on, can't be used either in this case. Also, he released a long list of witnesses who could possibly be testifying as well. You don't know what they're going to ask. You don't know what they're going to say. Who knows what they even know when it comes to these situations. But when people see somebody's name on the list, they automatically think that they telling on somebody. But this is the internet. In real life, it don't work like that. But also, they announced that
you see somebody on the list, you do automatically assume the worst. People, that's kind of like human nature.
Interviews will be used as well, and social media posts. One of those major conversations that has been a heavy debate in the rap game as of late throughout these past years. Should rap lyrics be allowed as something that is legitimate inside the courtroom? Rappers are entertainers, or they're there to sell records. But they are saying in certain situations, the incidents they rap about, speak about, are connected to the crime as well. Now, everybody's innocent until proven guilty in this case right here. We saw when the news broke when they officially came down with these charges. And the write-up says this when the judge made the decision. A Dallas judge has significantly narrowed the evidence prosecutors will be allowed to present when Dallas rapper Marquise Conway, better known as Yella Beezy, stands trial on a capital murder charge. In a series of pre-trial rulings, the judge excluded several rap songs and social media posts that prosecutors had sought out to introduce as evidence. District Judge Chika Anayam also ruled that jurors will not hear evidence about several prior shootings and killings.
Hey, that's good for Yella Beezy, though, because it shouldn't be allowed to use any type of music against him in his case. When Johnny Depp was on trial, nobody used a Pirates of the Caribbean situation against him, thinking that he was a drunken pirate on the seven seas. They allowed him to be a character, as Yella Beezy should be allowed to be a character.
prosecutors argue were connected to the case. Finding those alleged extraneous offenses cannot be presented at trial. However, the judge did allow prosecutors to introduce evidence they argue shows the relationship and escalating conflict between Conway and fellow Dallas rapper Melvin Noble, known professionally as Mo3. Amongst the evidence the judge ruled admissible is evidence related to the 2017 assault involving Roy Lee Pate, whom prosecutors described as an associate of Mo3, the 2018 shooting of Pate, and the 2018 shooting in Louisville in which Conway was wounded. The judge also ruled prosecutors can present evidence about a 2020 incident in which they alleged Conway assaulted Mo3's manager, as well as portions of Conway's interview with Louisville's police following the shooting. Jurors also will hear portions of a 2019 interview Conway gave to Vlad TV after he was shot in Louisville. The judge allowed prosecutors to introduce some social media posts involving Conway and Mo3 that she determined are relevant to the case. She also ruled prosecutors may introduce 3 rap songs, Mo3's 219, which references the shooting of Roy Lee Pate, Conway's Keep It in the Streets, and portions of Conway's On Your Head. But the judge excluded most of the rap music prosecutors sought to introduce, including Conway's Hitters, which prosecutors argue was the first time he referenced the concept of murder for hire. She also excluded 2 unreleased Conway songs, including Take 3, which prosecutors allege Conway.
No, I ain't sure what's going on in them interviews. I don't know about that, but this might be a Mickey, Icky, Vicky, Tricky, Sticky situation. Should them interviews include something that's damning and detrimental?
Sent to an alleged co-conspirator hours after Mo3 was killed. The judge also barred prosecutors from introducing several songs by another Dallas rapper prosecutors allege is associated with Conway, but is not charged in the case. How the interview is being used. During pretrial hearings, Dallas police homicide detective Eric Barnes testified that investigators had to rely heavily on public interviews, YouTube videos, and social media because local witnesses refused to cooperate with law enforcement, establishing motive. The prosecution presented Yella Beezy's born Marquise Conway 2019 interview with DJ Vlad on Vlad. Conway made comments regarding his need to get my lick back. Investigators claim this statement directly points to a retaliatory motive connected to an ongoing dispute with rival Dallas rapper Mo3, Melvin Noble. The victim's perspective. The judges also allowed prosecutors to present a 2019 interview from Mo3 himself. In that footage, Mo3 explicitly stated, I heard I got money on my head. I'm going to get killed, which prosecutors argue proves that he feared a bounty had been placed on him. Now, with the lyrics, and they going to try to say, well, this is providing evidence that there's an issue here. Same thing goes for those interviews right there. They're just basically saying we're trying to establish motive and a reason, and that there's something here where there is a rival going on. Now, I just went and looked at the Vlad interviews, the 2 clips and everything, and it's after Yella Beezy had got shot, and he asked him, you know, what would you do if you seen the guy that shot you and stuff and you found out who shot you? Because he's like, I don't know who did what. And he said, hey, man, once you shoot me, I ain't shaking your hand or nothing like that. He asked him, would he shake his hand, reference Trade E? And Yella Beezy like, nah, I couldn't shake nobody's hand that shot me, bro. I'm a feel the need to get my lick back. And he said, that's just me. I couldn't shake nobody's hand. And Mo3, Vlad asked Mo3 about, yeah, man, you said before you got some money on your head. And Mo3 laughed like, dang, boy, you be watching everything on the internet, huh? That's what you do, huh? You really grew up as an internet dude. He like laughing and joking with Vlad. And then it was crazy because a couple of years ago, I was like upset when I seen the way Vlad had referenced like a flashback and put the prices on my head in the title on the anniversary of Mo3 death. And Mo3 had got shot in his head. And I'm like, bro, what do we got going on now, bro? Anybody interview can be used in a trial, in the case, but with the type of questions that Vlad asks, this is the type of things that happen
And they can use anybody interview. They can use anybody YouTube video. But it's just when you're regularly doing investigative type questions, it's going to make other people come to the question, really be asking boys to get like into trouble and some things that can get them damaged and hurt or locked up, just keeping it all the way 100. And then what do you know? Another case with his name popping up. It just, hey, we'll see what happens with it. Keep y'all updated on it. 1,000.
Now, I don't know what's going to happen, man. The Vlad interview has not been used. He's just saying that it can be used. So it's not saying that it will be used, but it's available to be used. It's an icky, mickey, biggie, tricky, sticky situation, man. But with that all being said, we finna get up out of here to the next one. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. Say a prayer and be blessed. We gone. Y'all remember a little while ago, Dean and Gray was talking crazy to Bobby Green. Bobby Green is a UFC fighter who is pretty phenomenal when it comes to the sport of fighting. Over 20 years of fighting experience in combat sports competition. That all being said, he got into the ring with Dean and Gray's homie Bang, and Bang got banged on. Pause. Let's get into the content. Big shout out to Carrington Flash for the content.
There we go. Now we fighting.
So I'm not sure if this is just on Dean. Let me find a better clip. All right, this is better.
Oh, I've been having a great time with you. What? I've been fighting for 20 years, so I understand fighting on a different level. Yeah. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. Well, watch. I'm trying to tell you this. I'm trying to explain it to you. While I'm working with him, I'm gonna be talking to you. Because I want to explain to you.
The little baby's gonna kill us. We don't want to hear the music.
You know what I mean? I don't like to talk. I like.
Yeah, the little baby might. Let's fast forward a little bit because that little baby might get us a copyright, y'all. You know we don't want that. We don't want that.
First one. Boom. Over the top.
That's that same camera angle? Okay, so maybe we gotta fast forward.
Y'all got your hands free. Y'all ain't got time. Like, if you want to climb all the way up.
I gotta find the rules.
Got it. The boxing rules. You know, I know you want to box. Move your head and your head. You got 20 seconds.
I'm mad at the cameraman for having a camera on Dean the Great the whole time. We want to see the fight.
Baby jab. Bam. Some points though. Bam. No. Oh, this.
Oh, swipe. Where your Vaseline at though?
I don't need it. I'm a savage.
Hey.
Just remember now that's the warm-up round.
Get on cut.
And he think he's slick. I know what he's doing.
Being cold, having his homie get into that fade that he wouldn't dare get himself into.
It's just a chess match. I understand exactly what he's doing in chess. What?
Boxing though.
Round two.
Work.
Round two, yeah. Of 6.
We don't want to see Dean. We want to see the fight.
Nothing. So you're touching me.
Nothing.
Airballing. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut him up, right?
That ain't nothing.
Shut him up.
AB in the background, like, sheesh. That's AB right there, looking like, goodness gracious, this is ugly.
Downstairs and upstairs. Downstairs, upstairs. Downstairs, upstairs. Quick. Downstairs, upstairs. Be first up.
Come here, buddy.
Here you go. I know. Okay, you can still touch. You can still touch. There you go. You can touch.
Good touch, cut.
Yep, there you go. We still touch. You did you. That's the angle.
Maybe what they can show is limited for YouTube.
Yep, I got it. Nope. Nothing. All right, go to the next one.
I'll tell the next one.
Nope.
I'll do the next one.
What the fuck you talking about? No.
It's cold, man. Dina Gray not even gonna jump in there with his homie, man.
Ooh, good slip. Let me rise. We just playing. We just having fun. Just see, I told you. Maybe I'm just playing. I didn't get serious.
You're gonna make it seem like that, of course.
Playing. Nice. Get the hell out
A lot of empty space in between. Let's fast forward a little bit, chat.
Oh, get out of there. Go ahead.
What's up?
Let's see something.
Come here.
Catch the shit off that dope, man.
Come here. Shut up.
Down there. You ain't got nothing. Stop. You ain't got nothing. Stop. Take him away. He got his shot. Go into it.
Ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing. Man. Mom! Get on cut. Mom!
You ain't never seen a nigga like me.
Mom! He ain't doing but just talking, making it seem like he doing something. He not doing nothing. But just rapping.
It's gonna get worse than the rounds go. I'm gonna pick up my pace. I've been playing possum. That's what I told you about chess. I've been playing possum. Watch.
Yo, third round, y'all. Good round.
So I guess you have to like be on kick to catch the whole thing because we're just like catching like small little clips of it.
You know you gonna come high.
From what we can see, it doesn't look like Bang is holding up too well. Now when Bang made contact, no, I probably shouldn't show it again. You should have kept going though.
There you go.
Because Bang made good contact with a looked like it was a cross.
Get on cut. 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 Be more active, gang. There it is.
Touch it. I earned every punch I got.
Earn it, then.
We ready? Ready? Oh, nigga, this time. You missed it, bitch.
Go ahead.
What's my boss?
Go ahead.
Come on, nigga. Come on, nigga.
Come on. Clean break, nigga. Walk in.
Earn shit, nigga. I've been earning. Nigga, earn it.
Nothing.
Shut up. Shut up. Get to the chest.
Nothing.
Shut up. Shut up, man. Now I'm ready. No, nigga missed it. I know what I should do.
Bobby Green looking like he's getting a little gassed out though. Bang might have a chance.
We're on the inside, man.
I'm going up.
Hey, Bobby Green talking trash though, man. I'm gonna let y'all catch the rest of this on Dina Gray's page though. Hit him with a like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, hit all. Tap in for the latest and the greatest what we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's news you can use and knowledge you're not going to get in nobody's college. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Notification bell hit all red dots to the left. You know the rest. Say a prayer and be blessed. We go. So you got WACK100 speaking on getting Big U 7 more charges.
More charges is Big U. So Eugene Henley Jr., aka Big U, hit with more federal charges. Big U of Hyde Park area of Los Angeles, who was awaiting federal trial, was charged today with 7 additional federal felonies. So, including that he solicited 2 fellow jail inmates to murder or seriously injure a witness against him in attempting to tamper with that witness's testimony.
So it says the superseding indictment returned to also adds new overt acts to the indictment's racketeering conspiracy charge. These acts include the following allegations. In 2014, Henley and his associates assaulted and chased a Grammy-winning recording artist.
Now, Wack can't even say this ain't his doing because he's all on camera talking about it.
Through Los Angeles International Airport to collect a debt and for failing to show respect. Henley embezzled in 2019 additional charitable donations intended for developing options, his federal-funded anti-gang nonprofit. Henley, in March 2023, prepared to provide false information to a court and
the one who said
a prosecutor to fabricate an individual's employment with developing options. In June and July of 2020, Henley sought and was denied additional COVID-19 pandemic relief loans on behalf of developing options. And in February 2023, Henley threatened to shut down a cannabis business unless its owners paid Henley and co-defendant Sylvester Robinson, 60, aka Vay, of Northridge. If convicted, Henley would face a statutory maximum sentence of life in federal prison for the racketeering conspiracy count. The newly added witness tampering counts carry an additional statutory maximum of life in federal prison on each count. The FBI's Los Angeles Metropolitan Task Force on Violent Gangs, IRS Criminal Investigation, the United States Department of Justice Office of Inspector General, the Los Angeles Police Department, and the North Las Vegas Police Department are investigating this matter. Assistant United States Attorney Kevin Butler and Gina McCabe of the Major Crime Section are prosecuting this case. It says Henley and 6 other defendants charged in this case are scheduled to go to trial in February 2027. Since last year, Henley has been charged with operating what prosecutors call the Big U Enterprise, a racketeering organization that used his stature and long-standing association with the Rolling 60s to extort businesses and individuals, traffic and exploit sex workers, and defraud donors, lenders, and a federally funded anti-gang charity. Henley is also accused in the underlying racketeering conspiracy charge with the January 2021 murder of an inspiring musician, R.W. in Las Vegas. According to the superseding indictment returned today on June 10, 2026, Henley asked 2 inmates about the layout of a housing unit where he believed a witness identified in the indictment as Victim 1 was being held. Henley offered to pay the inmates to kill or harm Victim 1 to prevent Victim 1 from testifying at trial against members of Henley's criminal enterprise. Henley also is charged with paying co-defendant Armani, I can't pronounce her last name, 39, aka Manny of Koreatown, to transport women across state lines to engage in prostitution. In 2022, he paid her $1,000 via Zelle to rent a car to transport the women from LA to Vegas. She sent text messages to Henley of photographs of the women she was transporting. The following week, Henley sent her an additional $500 for the trip. From November 2022 to January 2023, Henley and Armani schemed to rent vehicles and locate women on multiple occasions to engage in prostitution. Henley is further charged with submitting in June 2022 a false and fraudulent application for a COVID pandemic business relief loan under the Economic Injury Disaster.
We want to hear what WACK100 has to say about this. Let's fast forward.
Would have to give a statement.
Because what Big U's being charged with is literally off a WACK statement.
Charge. These acts include the following allegations. 2014, Henley is and his associates assaulted and chased a Grammy-winning recording artist.
And WACK is the associates. WACK is the associates. So I'm just trying to figure out why we not, what's going on here?
Through Los Angeles International Airport to collect a debt for failing to show respect.
Oh, snap. Oh, man. No, what? Really? Nigga, you know about it because you said it. You said it. This is crazy, bro.
The next one says Henley embezzled in 2019 additional charitable donations.
Wait, what was that, WACK?
Los Angeles International Airport to collect a debt for failing to show respect. The next one says Henley embezzled in 2019 additional charitable donations intended for development options. His federally funded anti-gang.
What year they say that was?
2019 for this last one. The first one was 2014.
Dog, it was that. Did Future get him a statement?
Oh, 24.
Did Future give up a statement? Nigga, you gave the statement. Let's roll the clip.
16, you can find it on Google where them niggas that beat the shit out of Future and his security. Future ran.
This is you giving the statement.
Out the LA club. Google, Future gets rushed in LA club. They was on him. That's why they was on him.
Talk about Trick from Detroit.
Nah, Trick from Detroit. So
did Future give a statement? Nigga, you gave the statement.
No, that's broke, right? So all I know is, we always knew who owed somebody some money. So when we leave and we going to Atlanta, you know that story I tell Rich about when Big U saying, WACK, catch this flight with me, I want to show you something. And he took me out there and took me to the Four Seasons. He said, I'm going to turn this out to the 60s. They got a blood neighborhood around the corner. You could turn that out. And I said, nigga, you tripping. I went back to the airport and left. It was that trip. That was the trip. We on that red-eye Delta flight. Same one I used to always catch lunch off on. Right. So the nigga, when we come through, Big U he say, little bro, is that the nigga? I look. I said, that's up for shoulder, bitch. I said, hey, Future, come here. Let me holler at you. You know when you first come through, when you grabbing your shit off the conveyor belt on the other side of security? Nigga, that nigga started trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bitch. I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta side.
Did Future make a statement? You're making a statement. You're making a statement. What? Did Future talk? Nigga, you're talking.
Right? It ain't number one flight leaving that night going to Atlanta. Right? All the other red eyes on American side. So the nigga breaks right and runs into the thing that connected to the plane. But it wasn't no plane. The nigga throws the phone. When I pick the phone up, it's another reason why Future ain't gonna say nothing, because I make the homie come on Clubhouse and tell the truth. He know. Right? I pick the phone up. He say, bro, I say, what's up? He say, what's the problem? I say, oh, the homie. He said, who? I tell him. He said, what he owe him? I said, his light ain't nothing but a dime, but he owe him. He played him. Nigga been ducking him. He say, WACK, my word, I sent it in the morning. Get me his wire. My word is on me. I got business with that nigga. Let him be. He said, let him be. I said, all right, you got that. I dropped the phone on the ground and walked back.
So yeah, that's WACK actually making a statement. Did the Future make a statement? You made a statement.
This last one, the first 14.
Now let's get back into these lies.
Dog, it was that. Did Future get him a statement?
2014. Yeah, that was the failing to show respect antics.
Did Future get him a statement?
I don't know.
And she laughing because she know he did it. She laughing because she knows he did it.
Is Future name in there?
It's messy.
Houston.
In the block.
Future's name isn't in there. Your name is in there. This man is barnacles. What?
I'm not too sure about that.
What airport they say?
So it said Los Angeles International Airport in that 2014.
So who's a rapper?
It says Grammy-winning recording artist. He chased him. I'm not sure who the artist is. Is it Free Bands?
Future. Future would have to give a statement.
Nigga, you gave a statement. This is a sick boy. This is a sick boy. This is a sick boy.
Future would have to give a statement. I don't think that one's Future.
The girl laughing because she know, bro. She knows.
Big U chased him.
Yeah, Henley and his associates assaulted and chased him.
That's what I'm saying. That shit ain't you and his. Oh, they said they assaulted him?
And
you are, this is crazy. P-Nice. This your uncle. AD, Pun, T-Rail, Smack. This your uncle. This your mans. You hang around with ninjas that be fucking with the cops and them ninjas who be fucking with the cops. Come on, Crips. The Crips gotta do better. Yeah, I expect everybody to be on their platform retracting statements by tomorrow. T-Rail, AD, Pun, Smack, P-Nice. Y'all niggas got 72 hours to say something about this. Cause this is crazy. Y'all stood. Oh, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. You were standing by this man. It's crazy.
Through Los Angeles International Airport to collect a debt for failing to show respect.
Oh, that's an artist. Somebody tell him. Oh, they said, wait. They said the niggas assaulted him?
Yeah.
They say the artist got assaulted?
Isn't it crazy how dumb WACK thinks we are? Isn't it crazy how dumb this man thinks we are? WACK thinks that we are an idiot. He really thinks that we're so stupid that we're going to fall for this. Oh, yeah, man, somebody did it. Brother, we just heard the clip of you doing it. We just heard the clip of you. We heard you saying it. You said it, brother.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an artist. 2014? LAX. Who the fuck assaulted at LAX?
In the block.
Who could that be? 2014. Nigga, that's a new one. Keita, you know about that one?
Yeah, no.
Homies assaulted him. And they assaulted the nigga. That ain't Future, because Future was never assaulted.
Who won a Grammy?
The craziness. This is sick.
But it's like they rushed the nigga in LAX. That's what they saying.
Okay, well, this is how you live with them.
2014? Oh, for what? Yeah, I don't know. 2014.
21 Savage won a Grammy.
I don't recall 21 getting.
Chance the Rapper, J. Cole, Diddy.
See, now y'all trying to play and saying somebody who won a Grammy that year. Nah, y'all playing, bro. Y'all playing. This is a flu flam. This is a flu flam. None of this makes sense. None of this makes sense at all. None of this makes sense at all. This is sick. This is disgusting.
What Dr. Dre, Eminem?
Future?
Nah, Eminem ain't in no goddamn.
Wasn't Hit Boy.
LAX.
Wasn't Nipsey. Wasn't Ice-T. Wasn't Jay-Z. Wasn't Kid Cudi. Doubt that one.
They said the nigga was assaulted though. They said he was assaulted. That's the key. It said, did it say him and his, what did it say? Who all assaulted him? The Future was
His
never touched.
associates. So him and his
A$AP Rocky.
associates.
Who?
WACK admitted to doing this, and they're acting like this is sick, bro. This is narcissism at its finest. This is narcissism at its absolute. This is dangerous. This level of delusion is dangerous. Either they think that we're idiots or they just live in the cocoon outside of Cancun. This is just crazy. Man, I just don't know about nothing no more.
Rapper A$AP, A$AP Rocky got assaulted. Something happened at LAX. Kanye West had an altercation at LAX in 2013.
I don't think it was Jay, because Jay would. I don't think it was Jay.
6ix9ine?
6ix9ine wasn't around in 2014. I don't remember. I don't think 6ix9ine ain't no 2014 dude.
Oh, it could on. Then it had to be Kanye West was 2013. He had an altercation at LAX.
I don't remember no Kanye beef going on with no big.
Yeah, I don't remember that either. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They're saying it was Future.
With the block.
Yeah, it says here, alleged 2014 Future airport attack. According to federal indictment unsealed in July 2026 against Los Angeles Big U, assaulted and chased Future through LAX over financial dispute and lack of respect.
Oh shit, well there it goes. That's exactly what it is. You hear that, WACK? Say that.
You hear that, WACK? WACK. You heard that? Let's see what WACK got to say.
One more time, kiddo, please.
When I go to the Google AI overview of who was assaulted in 2014 at LAX, it only mentions an incident in 2014, July 2013 with Kanye West. But that was with a paparazzi, and then it mentions Big U and Future.
But I remember a club, but that wasn't.
You know, we're gonna pray for these people, man. Dear Lord, we come to you today with a humble heart and a humble mind. And we just ask that you pray for these people who live in the cocoon opposite of Cancun, because the world that we live in, that you bless us with, that you gave us the birds and the bees, the animals, and everything they have dominion over, they not doing it right. So I'm not sure what's going on, but they not doing it right. So we're gonna continue to pray for their blessing and their love. And we do believe that everybody should have the opportunity to live and worship and love and breathe and think as they see fit. But God, I don't think this is what you meant when you said free will. I don't think this is how you intended the free will to be used. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like using Chuck E. Cheese tokens at a payphone. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, if that makes sense. Yeah, man. So with that all being said, man, in our great holy name we pray. Amen.
It's on the phone, but what does it say about the Future thing, kiddo?
It says, according to federal indictment unsealed on July 26 against Los Angeles figure Big U, associates of Henley allegedly assaulted and chased Future, Nadavius Denman Cash, through LAX over a financial dispute and a lack of respect. It's naming Future.
Yeah, that's moving.
You gotta, I guess you would have to pull the physical paperwork to see Future's name there.
That's moving. I don't remember Future ever being assaulted. Only closest I came with Future, I think they got a hold of his security. You can Google it. Google Future attack.
You said you did it. Sick one.
Rolling 60, it got them in there. It'll come up. But that was a club in Hollywood.
Wait, hold on. Now you trying to blame the 60s for what you said? Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
Being assaulted. Only closing out came was Future. And I think they got a hold of his security. You can Google it. Google Future attacked LA clubs, Rolling 60. They got them in there. It'll come up. But that was a club.
Now you trying to make something about the Rolling 60s? Bro, we already heard the recording. You claimed that, bro. That show hat, bro. You own Liz. You did that.
Hollywood somewhere. Yeah, I don't remember Future being the key thing is him being the
It's still coming up as the airport.
Oh, Sierra was there too?
No, Future. If you put Future attacked in LA Rolling 60s, it still comes up at LAX.
I put club, LA club.
And it says according to LA Times.
By Rolling 60s at LA nightclub in 2013.
Yeah, the club, I know they took off on him at the club. I think he got away though. That was documented.
Okay, this says according to federal indictment detailed by LA Times, the attack stemmed from a dispute over unpaid debt and previous lack of respect shown by artists, while court documents on the victim with the initials NDC. Social media news records confirm this is Natavius Denman Cash, the legal name of rapper Future. So they got his initials in the paperwork.
Yeah, but when was he ever assaulted? And
now it mentions Shaq and Draymond Green.
Yeah, they just got him in there for sending money, wiring money to the nonprofit, and Big U taking the money out the account, putting it in his personal account. That's what that is. But that was in the other part already.
Okay. So on top of that, they're also saying, I read out the part about how they said that he embezzled in 2019 additional charitable donations intended for development options.
That was already a part of the original indictment.
Okay, so it also says Henley in March 2023 prepared to provide false information to the court and a county prosecutor to fabricate an individual's employment with development options. In June and July of 2020, Henley sought and was denied additional COVID-19 payments.
He don't want to talk about that Future situation. Everything he's saying does not make sense. Nothing he says makes sense at all. Nothing he's saying makes sense at all. He just flew, flam, and skull dug the whole, man, this is crazy.
Pandemic relief loans on behalf of development options. It says in February 2023, Henley threatened to shut down a cannabis business unless its owner paid Henley and co-defendant Sylvester Robinson 60, aka Vay of Northridge, a reasonable, I don't know if that's the next slide. It kind of just goes off right there. So yeah. That's what they're saying are like the extra charges, I guess. You said one of them.
You said it was a weed store?
Yeah, so in February, hold on, let me click back on the app and click back off so don't shoot me out. So it says in February 2023, Henley threatened to shut down a cannabis business unless its owner paid Henley and co-defendant Sylvester Robinson 60, aka Vay of Northridge, and it kind of cuts off. It doesn't
they're just saying he is 60 years old.
Okay, yeah. AKA Vay of Northridge. So I guess they're saying, yeah, he threatened to shut down a cannabis business unless the owner pays them.
That come from Vay telling.
Man, I don't know if we can trust anything that you saying, Unky Wack. I don't know if I can trust anything that you saying because, you know, the situation that you're giving is wild, bro. Like this is something different. This is something different, man.
Vay's on the RICO. In the block. Unless whoever the owner was been turned them in.
Right. Yeah. Well, shit. So he's been hit with more federal charges. So I mean, I don't think this dude is getting out at all.
And then the taco truck lady, what is he like? Is that the witness part too? Like, is he?
Well, all the prostitute shit, all that shit, that's her.
Okay.
So, you know, she trying to get out that shit.
Sheesh. Sheesh. God damn. God damn. That's a wow. Whew. That's wow. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Red dot to the left, you know the rest. Say a prayer and please, everybody, God bless and be blessed. Go.
You can find it on Google where them niggas that beat the shit out of Future and his security. Future ran out the LA club. Google Future gets rushed in LA club. They was on him. That's why they was on him.
Talking about Trick from Detroit.
Nah, Trick from Detroit. So, you know, that's bro, right? So all I know is, you know, we always knew who owed somebody some money. So when we leave and we going to Atlanta, you know that story I tell Rich about when Big U saying WACK catch this flight with me, I want to show you something. And he took me out there and took me to the Four Seasons. He said, I'm going to turn this out to the 60s. They got a blood neighborhood around the corner. You could turn that out. And I said, nigga, you tripping. I went back to the airport and left. It was that trip. That was the trip. We on that red-eye Delta flight. Same one I used to always catch Young Dolph on. Right. So the nigga, when we come through, Big U he say, little bro, is that the nigga? I look. I said, that's up for shoulder, bitch. I said, hey, Future, come here, let me holler at you. You know when you first come through, when you grabbing your shit off the conveyor belt on the other side of security? Nigga, that nigga started trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bitch. I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta side, right? It ain't number one flight leaving that night going to Atlanta, right? All the other red eyes on American side. So the nigga breaks right and runs into the thing that connected to the plane, but it wasn't no plane. The nigga throws the phone. When I pick the phone up, it's another reason why Future ain't gonna say nothing, because he know I'll make the homie come on Clubhouse and tell the truth. He know. Right? I pick the phone up. He say, bro, I say, what's up? He say, what's the problem? I say, oh, the homie. He said, who? I tell him. He said, what he owe him? I said, this light ain't nothing but a dime, but he owe him. He played him. Nigga been ducking him. He say, WACK, my word, I sent it in the morning. Get me his wire. My word is on me. I got business with that nigga. Let him be. He said, let him be. I said, all right, you got that. I dropped the phone on the ground and walked back out. He sent Trick his money the next day.
Have you seen Future since then?
I seen him twice in one of the red carpet events. You know, Future ain't that type of dude. Right. So it was just he old. Like back then, we really had a system, nigga. Like this when we called when Plies old Slate, and we caught that nigga out here. Nigga, we snatched that nigga off the stage mid-performance. Damn. Like, nigga, it was, we had a nice run to where wasn't no board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was Trick.
Nigga, we at the table. Ain't happening.
Right.
Yeah, when Plies old Slate, I had some insane niggas.
Oh, I ain't never heard this story.
Nigga, Plies old Slate. Slate paid the nigga to come do a video. He never showed up. Stood up Slate twice. Slate spending money in New York. Nigga didn't show up. I got Slate out here. Slate is out here with us. It might have been like BET weekend, All-Star weekend, some shit. Slate moving around LA with me. He with me. So a flyer come up. They said, hey, bro, don't the nigga Plies on Slate? I said, yeah. Said the nigga performing at the 740 spot downtown. I said, Slate, you want to pull up on him? Slate said, yeah, let's go talk to him. My nigga Blue from Insane, P9, all them niggas, our whole crew.